all jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on rest for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. This loyalty's a death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. Or you take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guess. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, that's all I know. Either photo, salute my nigga, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she leave me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah, yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bombshell. Revenge is served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box. I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous. I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
So you gonna get on the wall.
Hey, Shalom, how about you? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, you're loud and clear.
Come.
Most High in
Come.
Christ, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Shalom,
that comes up on the
what's going on, sir?
What's going on, sir? Okay.
Oh, everything.
Most High in Christ, we back up in this piece. Come on, what's the word?
Hey, you already know, Sam. Slow motion, man.
Hey, man. Hey, we back in this joint, man.
Yeah.
Clap it up. Most High in Christ, man. Shalom to everybody. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Baraka Thumb, all the brothers. Yahweh Shema, all the Thumb, Bashim, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters, man. This is the Chain Breakers podcast brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership and tutelage of none other than the only man commissioned to do this job, which is Commanding General Yahanna. You understand? Right. And since 1969, we've been teaching the truth, according to the Bible, that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites, the true Jews, according to the Bible. You understand? And right now, you are tuned into the Chain Breakers podcast. You understand? Chain Breakers podcast being broadcasted from North Carolina as well as Oklahoma City. Is one of our many shows from the I.S.U.P.K in which we go and try to, you know what I'm saying, get the people the truth. You know what I'm saying? Break down these things. There's so many things happening in the world, so many news outlets, so much nonsense out there. I think they saying that your boy Polite, I think Polite took a plea deal. They're trying to say he tried to buy NBC as per usual. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess he was trying to buy NBC. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know what I'm saying, submarines that look like you know what I'm saying, ibuprofens controlled by PS2 controllers sinking to the bottom of the damn ocean. You know, we got all these things going on, and you might just see it and be like, well, you know, you don't think much of it. Well, we understand the I.S.U.P.K. These things have a meaning. You know what I'm saying? And so what we're going to do, we're going to break the chains off of our brothers and sisters' minds, man. We're going to break them chains of oppression off of our brothers and sisters. The chains of, you know, the physical chains is gone, so we think we're free. But it couldn't be further from the truth. We are still in slavery in this place. And, of course, the only way we can get out of that slavery is, you know, like the scriptures say, man, the truth will make you free. And so that's what we're going to do here on this show. You know what I'm saying? So first things first, you know what I'm saying, I have to, before I do anything, I have to make sure that I give proper respect, credit, and adulation, love to my brothers and my Adawan, who I cannot do this show without. It would not be possible. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, Captain of 10,000 Yagarwa.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Holding it down in Oklahoma City. Everything to what you, Cap?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, General Sharma used to always say, if you ain't going through hell, then you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't be in the truth.
Damn right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Everything, it is what it is. It is what
That's
it
right.
is, you know.
Come on, concert.
It's always going to be like the little bumps in the road all the time.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, but like nothing to the point where I'm gonna fall out and I'm gonna quit this job.
That's right. Damn right.
And I'm gonna leave the truth. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Nothing
right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever comes, you take it as it comes.
That's
you
right.
Take it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to the Bible, YAHANNA, he checked a lot of disciples as far as their faith and everything.
Right. Come on.
Being strong, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So we gotta be like our king, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Anything come, all right, you just gotta take it and going with it, you know what I'm saying? And just get stronger and learn through it.
Damn right.
You know, but everything to Wab, you know.
Come on, Most High in Christ, man. And of course, you know what I'm saying? I got the man, the myth, you know what I'm saying? This brother right here, man. You want perspective in life, you want somebody to keep it real with you, pause, give it to you raw, uncut. Man, there's no one else you can go to other than my brother, Officer 1000 Kowal. Holding it down out there in Fayetteville. What's the word from Vietnam? Good morning, Vietnam.
A lot for the kind words, brother. But yeah, man, it's same old. You know, it's hot here. It's getting hot in the summertime here. A bunch of senseless nonsense, killing and shooting. And you know, we got a lot of work to do here in Fayetteville, man. Like our class, like I said, you know, if you listen to this podcast, we got free classes from 7 to 9. We also have camp on Saturdays. We feed the homeless, anybody who needs food. Damn the homeless. You have a home and still be hungry, we still feed you.
That's right.
You understand, and also to educating our people on what they must do. But yeah, but you know, Fayetteville is going, you know, like most major cities, man. What's going on here right now? So we got a lot more work to do, man. The Juneteenth festival was just something to pacify us because people still were shooting after that.
That's
right. You know, it's ridiculous, man. And I'll be brief, but we all came down. We asked questions about what can we do to stop the gun violence and what can these churches do, and nobody black had an answer. You know what I'm saying? The only answer that we had was from the priests and prophets at I.S.U.P.K. We know what the solution is. They just got to come get this work, man.
That's right. Damn right. Yeah, we got out there and do it. We got a video up. If y'all go to I.S.U.P.K, the 919. Currently, we have a video. It's over 20 minutes long, like almost like a small little, just a little showcase of what happened out there. We got a lot of love out there. You know what I'm saying? We was doing what I.S.U.P.K do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever reputation y'all think we have, you're just wrong. You're flat wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We was out there being the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? We was out there slapping daps, talking to the brothers, talking to the sisters, asking good questions. You know what I'm saying? Part of you know what I'm saying? With just talking to our people, giving them the truth. You know what I'm saying? But also, like Officer Kowal was saying, being kind to our people. You know what I'm saying? Showing them true love. That's what this I.S.U.P.K is all about, man. I.S.U.P.K is not. You think that our job is just to go out there and hate on white people. You know what I'm saying? When that actually is the furthest thing from the truth. Everything we do is to show love to blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. That's what it is.
Right.
Everything we do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else happens, you know what I'm saying, is part of that mission. So it was very interesting. Go watch that video. It's some interesting stuff, man. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. You got to drink water. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like also Kowal said, it's getting very, very hot. You know what I'm saying? And it's the temperature is, as Mobb Deep said, the temperature is rising. So stay hydrated, stay cool, you know what I'm saying? Because heat stroke can lead to delirium, you know what I'm saying? And confusion and hallucinations. And next thing you know, you'll be crazy, stripping down in the middle of the Juneteenth festival, doing push-ups and all kind of nonsense. So make sure that you stay hydrated and keep your mind clear. All right. Then of course, the javelin himself, the battle ready, you know what I'm saying, ready for war at all times. I think what the Lord say about King David, he's a man after my own heart. I think he might have been talking about Officer YAHANNA too. I think he might have been talking Officer YAHANNA when he said that. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Officer 1000 YAHANNA. What's good, bro?
Yeah. You understand? Yeah, man. It's Officer YAHANNA. We rocking it out, man. Today we got something special. We've been working very closely with my brother Officer Kowal. He's been helping me out. I definitely want to give Officer Kowal a big shout out and a round of applause, man.
My man, 100 grand.
All of these sweats, I've been sending him packages, man, and he's been getting it done, helping me out with the designs. But today we definitely got a big surprise, man. Of course, y'all know we've been doing the raffle for the sweatsuit, man. $5 entries. By the end of the class today, we're gonna go into the spin the wheel. One, if I could I just show them kind of like what the
please come on, go ahead.
All right, so give me one second to share this. So this is pretty much what y'all would see. Right, One, you can see it.
Check that out.
Hell yeah, that's Johnny's fly.
Yeah, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here, right? We're gonna spin the wheel. It's completely random, and whoever it land on. Now this is a test run. This is a test run. So my man Yanazar with a 1-on-1. You understand? So that's how it's gonna look. That's how it's gonna be. Hey man, and so shout out to everybody that's already. You understand? Like putting their entries. It's not too late. It's not too late to put in their entries. If you want to put in your entry, just Cash App, Profit 144. $5. You could do however many entries you want to do. You understand? And by the end of the show, we're gonna get it on. We're gonna see who wins.
Hold on, right. I'm gonna put me up in there real quick. Hold up.
Come on with it. Hold
on. I'm about to get you right now.
All right, no sweat. I'm gonna add you in. Woo!
It's going down.
Hey, Shalak, a young mom.
Gone.
You said that Cash App is Profit 144.
Yeah, it's $Profit 144.
All right, come.
Let's get it, man. It's gonna be.
Let's get it.
And we're gonna do this, man. We're gonna do this more occasionally than not, man. So you understand, just to kind of bring some, just some fun to the show, man. I love this right here. So
damn right. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hey, we got it going on over here at the Chainburgers Podcast Show, man. So make sure y'all stay with the show, man. So at the end of the show, probably sometimes around. So we're gonna go a little over the time. So probably somewhere around 2 o'clock, 2:10, somewhere around there. We'll go ahead and do the raffle. That'll be the last thing we do before we clip it for today. You know what I'm saying? That'll be real fun to watch. So make sure y'all stay tuned. All right. Even if you're not in it, you still got time to get in it. But even not, you know what I'm saying? It's just tune in. You know what I'm saying? Rock out with us. It's gonna be a real fun thing. You know what I'm saying? To see who win that complimentary pair of javelin sweats. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Look at this guy right here, Mahayar. What is he saying? He said, "Shalom, Lord of Christ. It's too late to join the raffle. Stand down." He don't want y'all to win, bro.
Mahayar joined all of 3 minutes ago.
He's trying to increase his chance. No sweat. Hey man, we're gonna get into a couple of stories for today, man. We already mentioned some when we first started, but we got some small things to talk about before we get to the you know what I'm saying? I guess you call it the meat and potatoes pause of today's show. So the first thing that I saw today, again, sometimes I see stories, and I hope I'm not boring y'all to death, but sometimes I see stories that's not really like a story, but it's just something that just piques my interest because I'm just like, these people in the world are just so dumb. They're just so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Not quite as stupid as paying $250,000 to go into a large ibuprofen pill to go to the bottom of the ocean to see a ship that sank 100 years ago. Not that stupid, but still stupid in their own way. And this is a concept that I see that just irks my nerves because I'm in the I.S.U.P.K. So here's a story. I'm just gonna let's see if I can just get a picture up here. I'm just gonna get a picture, right? I was gonna get a picture. I want y'all to tell me if y'all recognize. I know one face y'all probably will recognize, but let's see if y'all recognize these faces. Here we go. Anybody know who that is?
Checking his ex-wife.
Yeah.
The one that married Pastor Joe Willie now.
I knew Officer Kowal was gonna be on it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That is the Shaq Diesel, Superman. You know what I'm saying? The legendary NBA player and his ex-wife, Shawnee, who of course they share. I believe they have 4 biological kids together. She had one from a previous relationship. He also had a daughter from a previous relationship, but they have 4 kids together. Okay. And now she is married to some, like some Pastor Joe Willie, some Pastor Pork Chop Cat. She is what they call now a first lady. That's what they call him now. When she's the wife of the pastor, But this is something apparently. I just want to know y'all how y'all feel about this. So what happened was Shaquille O'Neal just did an interview with Monica. You know what I'm saying? The singer Monica. You know, just one of them. I'm not gonna sing it, but you know Monica. Monica has a new like podcast radio show, and Shaq was her first guest. It hasn't aired yet completely, but people saw glimpses of it and got a little bit of the interview, right? And in the interview, Shaq talks about his ex-wife, Shawnee, right? And a lot of people are kind of upset with Shaq because of some of the rhetoric he chose to use when talking about her. In other words, what Shaq said during the interview is he referred to her as his wife. And he made some comments that people don't like. But let me tell you what it says. It says, "You fumbled a good one. Fans urged Shaq to leave Shawnee alone after calling her his wife in new interview, despite her being married to Pastor Keon Henderson." It says 4-time NBA champion Shaquille O'Neal and his ex-wife Shawnee Henderson split more than a decade ago. The two share 5 children. However, fans and critics are telling Shaq it's time to let it go after he described her as the one who got away in a recent interview. It says the Basketball Hall of Famer allegedly spilled some tea about the Basketball Wives executive producer in an upcoming episode of the new Mo Talk radio podcast hosted by singer Monica. Shaq is Monica's first guest on her new show, which has yet to be released yet. However, previews of their conversation have been shared online. He told Monica that Shawnee was, in quote, the perfect one, and took full responsibility for the demise of their marriage. I messed it up, he continued. We were young, and I was just doing dumb stuff. But the good thing about our relationship is that she forgave me. The Neighborhood Talk, which apparently has access to previews, reported he said. Shaq and Shawnee married in 2002, but in 2007, the 48-year-old filed for divorce from him due to infidelity. By 2011, their divorce was finalized. Despite his faults as a husband, Shaq has made sure to instill respectable qualities in his 3 sons, Shakir, Sharif, and Miles, in preparation for being a good man to a woman. While Miles is not his biological child, Shaq adopted him as his own. Let me go down a little bit to the main part, Salakia. Here we go. Vibe magazine, which apparently also was given access to preview clips, reports that elsewhere in the interview, Shaq stated that he will always refer to Shawnee as his wife, even though she's currently married to Pastor Keon D. Henderson. This is a quote. Shawnee's married. I'm happy for her. I hope this gentleman treats her the way she's supposed to be treated. The former Lakers center said, and I'm going to still love her, and she's still my wife. I will always protect, provide, and love for her, married or not. And here's what some people had to say. Now, Shaq, leave that lady alone. It's the delusion for me. Must hurt watching her win in all categories, business, love, and spirituality. Shaq is that one sick in the head ex. Meanwhile, that lady is a whole first lady of a mega church, minding her business with her successful husband and kids. Should have treated that black woman right. I'm gonna say 2 more paragraphs. We're gonna go into it. Several users suggested that Shawnee was the woman Shaq let slip through his fingers. One wrote, "She must have really been a good woman because this man is stuck." A few other comments read, "This is the response you give when you know you fumbled a good one. Laughing out loud, you let a good woman go, Shaq. It hurt, huh?" Okay. So this is my question. This concept, I know y'all have heard it before about letting the good one go. You fumbled the bag. I fumbled this one. What do y'all have to say about that? Because I hear it a lot. I see it on social media. I see it on in different outlets. Again, like this is articles from Atlanta Black Star, where some black man is being accused. They're saying that he fumbled some woman. You know what I mean? And usually it's for infidelity, meaning Shaq was dealing with other women. Did Shaq fumble the bag with his ex-wife? This is my question. The floor is open.
You gonna take a cat? Let me go again.
Oh, Slocky. Slocky, Actually, I thought you still talking, Pablo.
No, I'm asking. Was he wrong for having infidelity, dealing with other women? He's Shaq Diesel. Should he have stayed at home and did right by that black woman?
Hell,
and you know, it's hey man, you know, but they say we crazy in I.S.U.P.K when we talk about multiple wives.
Right.
I mean, it would have been all if she would have understood that, it wouldn't have been no talk about infidelity.
That's
it would have
right.
been no, he messed with his other wife. He got about the end of his status, you know, by him being a millionaire, and you know, and the top dog in the NBA. Shit, you know, when they were married, shit, he probably had 20 wives.
Right.
You know, and it would have been okay, and it would have been lawful unto the Most High, you know, God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's foolish how we once you out of the world and you look at all of what's going on in the world and these things like this, it's so elementary. Right. You know, it's so childish and so silly, and you know what I'm saying. So the big niggas' heart is still broken. The nigga's heart is still broken, you know what I'm saying? So he running around, oh yeah, he wanted, you know, nigga, get over it, man. You know, she's gone, you know, whatever, you know. Yeah, man, you got a lot of other women out there, you know, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so silly right now. It's so silly. You come to me saying stuff, and then you're going to say something about her or whatever, and you know, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? God. It's like, it's so silly. It's so silly. And it's like really like, and like being in the truth, I'm like so far removed from that aspect, you know. Like I said, when me and my wife divorced in the world, you know, my son's mother, you know what I'm saying? It was like we still had like a friendship because we shared a son, you know, we shared a son. But like sometimes we would get into arguments about stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it was, you know, whatever, man. You know, but it's like sometimes you got to really grow up. You got to really grow up, and you know what I'm saying? You can go through things in relationships. Good Lord, relationships is life. It's life. You're going to go through things. You know, you're going to have these breakups and divorces. When you're in the world, you're going to have these divorces and stuff. And
right.
What the hell? You're going to be bitter at each other. You're going to be bitter at each other, and some people could be friends. You know, they're going to be friends. They're going to be all right, you know what I'm saying? You're going to bury the hatchet, you know, but, you know, it's like, it's all together different when you're in the truth. You can't even think on those type of grounds, you know what I'm saying? Right. Of course, we can give some input, you know, because we have the knowledge of the Bible. We have the knowledge of really having multiple wives and dealing with each woman in a different way, you know what I'm saying? We know how to do this thing, you know what I'm saying? Right. And it's, you know what I'm saying? And when you stay with the scriptures, you will be taught how to do it, you know, and you can do things in decency, you know, but you in the world, come on, good grace, you're just going to go crazy all the time, you know?
Right.
You know, and when you have money like that, you have it all. You have it all, but damn, you don't have, that one still got away.
Good night.
You had billions of dollars, but that one got away. I fumbled that one.
Good night.
Good Lord, man. That big nigga hurting. He's still hurting. You know what I'm saying? And I hear, and you said thought that she's with a pastor now?
She's with a whole pastor of a mega church.
Of a mega church. So you know he got big dollars. So look, he would like to see her down and destitute with no money and just broke, and he'd be like, yeah. You know your way back. You know, he can just mess with her then, but damn, she don't need him. She got a pastor, you know, with money, you know. So damn, that's like really damaging his ego, you know. So he have to say things like that. He have to bring it back up, or you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all I can say to Shaq is, hey, nigga, get an I.S.U.P.K. Get that nigga flyer. Get that nigga flyer. You know, let him come to the truth. You know, put on all black.
he was chilling with the Akim down in Florida, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was. I took a picture with him down there.
Yeah. So he got a flyer.
He definitely did.
He got a flyer. Sure. Nigga, read the flyer.
Go.
Hey, go ahead, brother. How you?
Yeah, hey, come on, bro. He fumbled the bag, and
no, he didn't. Listen, man. Shaq is in my top 5 best NBA players of all time. So I might be a little biased in this.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? I rock with Shaq. You know what I mean? Shaq is one of the best actors. You know, platinum album selling. multi-millionaire businessman, very charismatic. You know, they have breakaway rims because of Shaq. I mean, we're talking about a Negro that came from, you know, a poor, you know, less than, you know, rich situations, worked his way up through LSU and got an MBA and wrecked shop. Compared to this jive-ass pastor who's a scammer. Right. So how did Shaq fumble the bag when, for what I know, he's an honest working entertainer? I don't agree with everything Shaq does. He does some questionable things for entertainment value. However, I don't see him lying to people telling him that the laws are done away with. I also don't see Shaq, you know what I'm saying, taking money from someone's grandmother. But I do see Shaq helping a bunch of kids with big ass feet and single mothers in Walmart all the time. While your pastor that she's married to is a goddamn liar. Now let's get off of that.
That's right.
And let's get to the point where, you know, to prove what we've been saying is right in I.S.U.P.K. Look at this job turkey, man. Look at this tight ass man. He's on one knee worshiping this goddamn whore. Do we forget that Shani O'Neal has a show, Basketball Wives, where the only reason why she's even anything is because she's using a goddamn last name O'Neal.
That's right.
Whatever her maiden name was, go to Shanice Jackson and see how much business you get. You know, she thinks she's leveling up by marrying this Aldo wearing squarehead nigga. He's a liar, stealing your mama's goddamn money out the freaking church every day, and he's regurgitating scriptures that he heard from somewhere else. He's terrible. So she's losing. She was losing ever since she divorced her husband. Like, you have 5 big gigantic ass kids by this nigga. You couldn't sit your black ass down somewhere and just be a wife and just live rich, just live deliciously. Every nigga in the NBA cheats on his wife. All of them. All them niggas have multiple wives. Every last one of them. Even Doug Christie with his crazy ass wife. Right. All of them mess around, if you want to call it. You mean tell me Shaq's messing around with just too much for you to bear? Too much for you to bear. And you got these 5 kids, and this is what these women get this confidence from, man. You know, I know I might be bouncing around a little bit, but stories like this really piss me off because I'm not a pussy panderer. I don't just say stuff to women about women to let them have sex with me. I keep it real with them because they ask to be brought down a peg or two. Because there's stuff like this gives these women with all these baby daddies, all these kids, hope that, someday some rich pastor's gonna come get me. No, your last name's not Shani O'Neal. Right. It's not. You better stay with the man you have. You don't have the luxury of getting BBLs and mommy 360 makeovers and looking like, you know, all the stuff Shani O'Neal done. And Shaq's not the one losing. It's her that lost. How you fumble the bag on Shaq? Right. That's what we should be asking, because this nigga's one prostitute away, one child molestation case away, or one federal non-grant away from losing his whole goddamn movement. Then he's gonna be eating off of Shani O'Neal and Shaq's money. That's right. Yeah. Because pastors don't last too long. Their lifespan is as short as a goddamn rapper. Here today, gone tomorrow. You got one time to slip up and say the wrong thing, Pastor Jenkins. And yes, yo, it's out of here. Shaq can sit back with his feet crossed. Shaq can sit back in the French River, rubbing his feet together for the next 40 years and still be rich. So what are we talking about here? So no, financially, she fumbled the goddamn bag. She's a goddamn emotional. There's no way a black man who's worth more than gold, you're gonna tell me some effing woman. First of all, why would you want Shaq sloppy seconds anyway? That's like marrying Michael Jordan's ex-wife. What the hell you come behind that? Like, what are you talking about here? That's crazy. And last point, you understand, not only have I seen Shaq do a lot of things philanthropy-wise, as far as, helping out people, he's active on TV all the time. He seems to be a decent father. Now, I'm not getting into, biblical and all that, but it seems on the face value, he's active in his children's lives. Now, with that being said, Shani O'Neal, she's not the best person to be, prancing around and calling her the first lady, as my brother Tabawan just read, the article said, to try to give Shani O'Neal some kind of props as if she's better than Shaq. She's a first lady over in church. Let me tell you bastards something, man. She ain't no goddamn first lady. She smokes weed. Don't forget the episode with Shani O'Neal, that a weed advocate. When the last time your first lady was smoking weed? Been up in the church surrounded by young whores, encouraging all the whores to cheat on their man, when the Bible says a woman is bound to the law of her husband as long as he liveth. And now Shaq, I ain't gonna let you go either. You need to stop pussy parenting. If that Pastor Joe Wheeler been terrified to your wife, that ain't your wife no more, man. Get over her. Get over her. Just be a father to your kids. Stop calling her your damn wife. That's not your wife no more, nigga. It's not. That goes to show you all you knuckleheads out there. You laugh at us on the street corner, calling us Power Rangers. We loud, we obnoxious. We always ruin your 4th of July. But guess what? There's niggas in here that don't work. That are not mega pastors. That are not millionaires like Shaq. We got 3 or 4 wives, and we don't get slapped in our face, woke up out of a nap with a phone check like you do. You constantly get slapped across your head and berated because you have other women. We don't get that up in here. You understand why? Because we have this Bible, we have the knowledge, the true knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures, and you niggas are just rich slaves. You're a rich slave. You worth $100 billion, but you only have 1 wife. Now you're reminiscing over some whore. Man, Shaq, you better get your goddamn mind right, man. Get your mind right, brother. You can do so much for the black community. You can put, if you want to get back, you can put shame to this damn woman, man, by your good works. Because that pastor ain't gonna be a pastor too much longer. I'm telling you. He one scandal away from her divorcing him. That's it. She's only with this nigga because he gamed her up like he games your grandmama up every Sunday. He ain't no damn body, man. You understand what I'm saying? No Shaq didn't fumble the bag. Shawnee fumbled the damn bag. And did she change her last name yet?
She did.
Henderson?
Shawnee Henderson.
Okay, good. It don't have too much ring to it, right? Notice you haven't seen too much of her in the media like you did 4 years ago.
Nope.
It was Shawnee O'Neal everywhere because you're like Ike Turner said, bitch, the name stays home. The name stays home. Go out there and use your last name. You go around and do whatever. The name stays home. Shout out to Ike Turner, man. The name stays home. Now it's quiet about Shawnee. Nobody cares about Shawnee Henderson. Who the hell is Shawnee Henderson? She's some weak ass generic first lady. Sit up in the church, can't wait to go home and smoke weed on Sunday. I yield, man. I'll talk about this shit for 3 hours.
Well said, brother. Well said. Hey, that dude, hey, Shaq, he said that's his wife. He said he's gonna protect and provide, and you know what I'm saying?
He still wants to have sex with her. When niggas talk like that, they still want to have sex with her. Shaq remember that Shawnee O'Neal was pregnant every goddamn year.
Right.
He remember that Shawnee O'Neal that needed him and was pregnant, and as she had the babies, she had that oatmeal stomach, and she wasn't as sexy. Now she took your money, nigga. We got a BBL and her titties done, and she out here with the FU nigga short pixie haircut, with the Ultimate Lady haircut. She out here throwing drinks on some bitches at Wednesday at 2 o'clock. She's living this young single life. And now you remember this like, damn, Shawnee don't look that bad. Nigga, get over it. Get over it, bro. You done pushed out 5 of your damn kids. It's gonna be the same pussy. You go mess around and have sex with Shawnee. It's gonna be the same pussy you had 10 years ago. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. All these badass women out here at the Dominican Republic, Bronx, Queens, Raleigh, Jackson, and you chasing after this bobblehead ass man. She married a pastor, nigga. You should be mad if anything. Why you chasing her? That's not your wife no more, nigga. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all my wife. That's a sucker. And man, don't be like Shaq, man. Don't be no 7'4" sucker, man.
I'm gonna hold on because what always ends up happening is I always end up saying what I was about to say. I'm gonna shut up. Yarmont, what you got to say on it, brother?
Y'all brothers worse than Kobe. My mentality. Hey, I agree. I mean, one point before I get to my point is, like Kawal said, you gotta let that hurt go, man. Let it go. Y'all, and it just goes to show you that we got all this money and all this success in this place, and we think that that's what we change. We think that that's what we chasing. A lot of people think that the only way to have a successful relationship and a successful marriage is that you got to be a Hall of Fame basketball player. You got to be some kind of superstar rapper or actor or something like that. Man, you see that these people go through the exact same problems that you brothers and sisters who work at Home Depot go through. They go through the exact same thing. You understand? So don't think that it's because of your lack of money why you can't keep a woman. It's our lack of moralities why our relationships don't last.
That's right.
It's our lack of dignity and integrity and loyalty towards each other why our relationships don't last, when that pastor should be ashamed of himself. He's supposed to be for the people. When that woman came to him in distress or whatever she came to him, he should have told her, well, God said that you can't separate from Shaq.
Right.
God said. So you need to go back and reconcile to your husband before trying to come to me like I'm about to pick up his sloppy seconds because your feelings are hurt. You need to go to him, because that would have been being brotherly, especially with the seat that he holds and the position that he has. But of course, these Christian pastors don't give a damn about none of that. And of course, to him, and this is the other thing too. Before I get to my point, I ain't gonna be long-winded. But that pastor don't love that woman.
That's
that pastor
right.
love that name.
Right.
He love that name. He love the fact that this is Shaquille O'Neal's wife. Let me get with her. Let me get with her. He don't love that woman. You understand? That's why you see it in the industry all the time. Why do you see the same women getting passed around? It's because when them wicked, nasty men hear, oh, you used to mess with 50 Cent, or you used to mess with Kobe Bryant, or you did this. Now let me get it so that I can say that I'm sleeping with so and so's wife. Even what Michael Jordan's son is doing with Scottie Pippen's wife. That is disgusting to me.
Yeah, facts.
I could never.
Crazy.
You understand? That whole story is crazy, but it's a headline because it's so and so's wife. It's all about popularity and fame and publicity, and it's all fake. None of it is real love. You understand? But now I gotta be the devil's advocate here.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for.
I gotta be the devil's advocate. And now first off, I agree with Cap and what Kowal said 100%. I stand on that. But I gotta throw this wrench out there and see what y'all think about it. So what would y'all say to Shaq is wrong? Shaq is wrong in the first place of cheating on his wife, because Shaq was the type of man or the type of brother to say that monogamy was the way. That it was unlawful to have multiple wives. He would have fought us about being lawful to have multiple wives. He would have went out there and he would have said that a man's supposed to be faithful, a man's supposed to be loyal to his one wife. That's his queen. He's supposed to throw rose petals on her feet where she walked. But then he went out there and he broke his vows. He took vows to be with her. He took an oath to that woman to be faithful forever to that woman and only her. And he broke his vows. So now,
interesting.
Now we get into where you see where we taking vows to being something that we could never keep.
That's right.
It's very hard to keep that, which is why I love the Israelite School of UPK.
Damn right.
I love it because I'm not taking that vow. I took an oath to the Lord, and that's the oath that I'm keeping. And within that oath and that agreement, the Lord has given us the will, if we want to have as many wives as we want, as we desire. And now when you go and tell a woman that brother, we don't end up like Shaquille O'Neal. We don't end up chasing some woman and trying to blame her for leaving.
Right.
You did something that we said that we weren't going to never do.
Right.
Why, all the young brothers come into the truth. I know it sounds good. It sounds good to tell your woman, yeah, multiple wives is lawful. That you can have multiple wives, but I don't think I'm that type of brother. I think I'm good with you. It sounds nice, nigga. It sounds nice until that bad thing walk into the room.
Right.
And she want a priest.
Right.
You the one she want. And she had the feast ready to tear you up alongside with the lamb chops. It sounds good until then, which is why you got to stop being weak with sisters, man.
That's right.
Weak with them.
Take her back.
Yeah, you got to tell them straight up. I tell the women, I meet sisters all the time. And it always end up, oh, so you got multiple wives? Yeah, I do. So if I was with you, like, how many wives do you think that you would get? Like is it 10? I always tell them it's probably gonna be 100 and something.
Right.
It's probably gonna be around 100 and something. So if you can't deal with that, then I suggest you just step off now.
That's right.
So you understand this? So it ain't no surprise later. But I'm just throwing that monkey wrench out there. Y'all can take it there, and what y'all think about that? That's all
if I could, I think that's a very interesting statement, which puts these people who are not in the truth in the hot seat. And of course, like you said, I agree 100% with Officer Kowal and Captain Yagarwap. We understand. So if I could to combat, what I'm saying, you're playing devil's advocate, your premise. It's unfortunate, but the reality is that Shaq grew up in a world where a real man talks like that, where a real man makes those vows. Where a real man is supposed to lie to a woman and say, "Baby, you the only one." I think what's the cat's name? It wasn't Charleston White. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. It was either some comedian or somebody tried to spin it and say that like it's actually disrespectful to tell a woman the truth. They said that a man who lies to his woman actually respects her more because he cares about her feelings and all that nonsense.
Was it T.K. Kirkland?
It might have been. I can't remember. It might have been. But it was one of them cats.
Jody said it on Baby Boy.
He said Jody did say that. Jody did say that. He said, I care about I lie to you because I'm out here telling you women the truth. I lie to you because I care about your feelings, right? Which of course is absolute nonsense. But to niggas in the world, that makes sense to them. Everybody and their mama knows that brothers is not going to be faithful. Everybody knows that a man naturally desires to be with other women. It's just a known fact. It's a known fact that we've created in our culture this kind of mechanism where we lie to women pretend to accept the lie and be happy and or whatever until it gets out. That's when the woman really goes crazy because, I always say the woman, it's not even really the other women that is her problem. It's more so the perception of herself. She don't want other women to look at her like, oh, I'm being made a fool of. I'm being, he's embarrassing me, whatever the case may be. So unfortunately, Shaq grew up in a place where that's what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to lie and do all this funny stuff. I mean, I don't know if he encountered the I.S.U.P.K to know the proper way to just be real. Hey, look, I got other women. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, he's a celebrity, and celebrities are look at LeBron James. If LeBron James was to pop up tomorrow dealing with another woman, you think people hate him now? He'd be the laughing stock of the sports industry. Because the imagery that a professional athlete is supposed to uphold is damn near that crap that they teach in IUIC. The husband of one wife. All that kind of stuff. So from Shaq's perspective, again, it's not right to lie. He's wrong for taking. He did take certain vows.
They got multiple husbands, though.
I mean, you're right. That's true. But look at how they do it, though. They have multiple husbands, but not at the same time.
That's right. Hey, Salakia.
Yeah, please, Cap.
Hey, Salakia, that's everybody. Hey, those are heavy points. Those are heavy points y'all bringing out. You know what I'm saying? And I believe we addressed it all the way around. All the way around. You know what I'm saying? And we see how the truth helps everything. Helps every situation. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the medicine for the disease. You know what I'm saying? The truth. So if you could, pull Exodus 21:10.
Come on,
Exodus 21:10, and that'll help everybody out, especially people that's listening, people who may not be in the truth. People not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know it help them out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to understand the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But this precept is, you know what I'm saying? It's our law. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Now if Shawnee and Shaq knew this, you know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be no stupid talk. But actually, they wouldn't even got a divorce.
That's right.
Right.
They wouldn't even got a divorce. You know what I'm saying? But this precept is just so heavy, especially for Christians when they want to talk about, a man shouldn't have multiple wives and, all that talk. But just
read that. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife.
Say that again, brother.
If he take him another wife.
If he take him another wife. This is just maybe. You know what I'm saying? This is maybe. Shaq is playing all that ball, you know what I'm saying? And Shawnee's sitting around with her simple ass, getting mad because he, you know what I'm saying, that coming home after practice and everything. You know what I'm saying? If we understand this, if he take him another wife, read on.
Her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage, shall he not diminish?
Shall he not diminish? Good Lord. You know what I'm saying? That would help a simple ass woman like Shawnee out.
That's right.
Help her out. If we could really learn how to serve the Lord and be righteous unto the Most High and understand these scriptures, and these things are in the Bible. This Exodus 21:10. I mean, it gets lost like them white people in our little submarine in church. In the Christian church, this gets lost just like them people. You know what I'm saying? It gets all like them devils on the submarine in the church. No pastor reads that.
Nope.
In the church, all he tells our black women, Hispanic women, and Native Indian, all he tells us is just leave that man. You know, you can do bad by yourself. You know, if you take another wife, well, damn. Shawnee should have been smiling after if she would have understood this. If somebody would have gave that to her,
right.
then,
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? She would have been like, well, damn. Well, damn, nigga, you can go ahead and play. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and play, dude. Hey, what you do for me, including the sex.
That's right.
Shall not diminish.
That's right.
Yeah, damn, this is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just wanted to bring that out, just to give people some little clarity of this is why, come on, this is why we have multiple wives. It's a lawful unto the Most High.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? And he say if you take another wife, goddamn. Another wife, she shouldn't feel bad. Damn, you just got took another one. He just took another one, that's all.
Right.
That's all.
Go ahead, brother. I yield with that.
Oh God, if I could, and this is the last thing, you know what I'm saying, before we move on, if I could. And everybody's making excellent points. I think this, like Cole, so we can talk about this forever because there's a lot to this, especially for brothers, you know what I'm saying, out of one being in the truth. But I gotta play devil's advocate real quick too. Now, Officer Kowal was absolutely 1000% correct when he said, brother, that's not your wife no more. That is not your wife. That is another man's wife. That is another man's woman. I'm assuming, that pastor did look a little funny to me. So, I don't know how much, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But nonetheless, more than likely, he done laid down with that woman, and that makes her his wife. Right. But I will say this. To you nasty, fake Israelites, you Christians, according to y'all, sex is not marriage.
Right.
According to y'all, marriage is all about paperwork. Now, we know that she has the paperwork with this cat. But what I'm saying is this. With Shaq saying that she's his wife, even though she's not, even though he's wrong, I can understand it only from this perspective. What makes you family with someone, put it like this. Sex is not just something you do. Sex is not just something that just happens and it's like a handshake and you walk away and that's the end of the story and everybody's good. No, there's some weight to sex. There's some weight to having kids with somebody. Shaquille O'Neal has 4. This woman brought 4 human beings into this world that share their genetics. There are 4 people walking around, 4, who are proof. Literally, so when that marriage license that Shawnee has with Henderson or whatever his name is, when that marriage license disintegrates into dust in about, 100 years, if Christ doesn't return, there's going to be descendants of descendants of descendants of descendants of people walking around who are proof that Shaq and Shawnee were together. You know what I'm saying? And so from that perspective, I can understand the feeling or the I guess the feeling is the best word, that there's still something that he shares with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because sex is so important. That's why, according to the Bible, a woman is really supposed to only have sex with one man throughout her life, man. Right. That's really how it's supposed to go. The word virgin, everybody thinks the word virgin means never had sex. That's not what virgin means. Virgin means young woman of marriageable age. But in our culture, a young woman of marriageable age would what? Ideally, she would only have sex with one man. Right. So until she gets with him and marries him, she would be untouched, because generally speaking, in our culture, she, we if she had already had sex with somebody else, that's who her husband is. You know what I'm saying? And so with Shaq saying this, it's just further proof that some of the things we're learning in this place just don't add up. It does not add up to treat marriage like, okay, well, you sign a contract. Okay, you get a marriage license. Okay. If that was the case, then Shaq wouldn't be talking like this. But Shaq is talking like this because he had what he had with this woman means something. You know what I'm saying? She's the mother of literally all of his children. And I can speak on this from experience. You know what I'm saying? My father told me the same thing. You know what I'm saying? My parents, you know, and I'm talking, of course, my parents in the world, my physical parents, they're not together, haven't been together for, you know, I mean, my little brother just turned 18. They haven't been together for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? And it was rocky even before that. But guess what? My father would tell me the same thing that Shaq says. He would say the same thing that Shaq be saying. He would say, I'm always going to love you. She's the only woman that I love. Which of course is nonsense. But yeah, I love her so much. She brought my children into this world, man. I'm always going to feel that way about your mother, Because again, when you lay down with somebody, you are signing a contract. And what I'm saying is this: Shawnee broke that contract. She broke it when she divorced and left this brother because of his envy. He didn't break the contract by dealing with other women. Again, whatever he said out of his mouth might be whatever the case may be. But he did not break his actual contract with that woman. But she broke her contract when she left him and went to marry somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Shaq, no, that's not your wife, Bob. That's not your wife. But I do believe you are. There's a reason why you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? In our community, like Cap said, if we follow that Bible, we'd be all good. There would be no divorces. Shaq wouldn't have to say these things, and because she wouldn't have left in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have to implement this more and more into our community. So that way, it's not something that we're talking about. It's literally how we're living. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. You know what I mean? But anyway, again, that is that man's wife now. So, you know, Shaq, don't go around saying that's your wife because it's not. Don't say it. Whether you feel it or whatever. But don't go around saying that's your wife. You're disrespecting that man. He may be a Christian, but he's still a brother. And you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And last thing before we go, let me just say this too. I'm going to paraphrase. The scripture says that a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So I don't know, Jack. I don't know, bro. I mean, if this, and I know Kawal probably, you know, Kawal don't like this. His Shaq is his man. You know, I like it. Yeah.
Hey, and shout out to all the women that love me, because my women who gets on my everlasting nerve. I'll say it right now live. You get on my nerves, but I love you.
That's right.
But if my women ever seen me in this. Good
Lord.
Good night.
No, that's terrible.
I would probably, they'd probably kill me. I'm not exaggerating.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one.
Man.
Moving right along.
but before you, they act like, you know, too, that this is the first time Shawnee O'Neal has had sex with other men. Oh. Like she's paraded around other boyfriends prior to this church ass nigga.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She had a young little dark skinned nigga one time during the show. She was messing with. She's had several guys. Even before the divorce paperwork 8 years ago, she was under like several scandals about having affairs with different men. But what the straw that broke the camel's back was when y'all remember Superhead. She wrote that book.
Yes.
And she talked about Shaq in that book more specifically than most other guys. How he was a big sweat box, and he had her ducked off in some nice, you know, apartment or a condo. He would pay for a condo for a few years, and when he would come in town, he was all, you know, Superhead kind of exposed it, and all the women did the little thing. Oh, we feel sorry for Shawnee. I could imagine hearing my husband in the book. So that drove her. She started sleeping with all kind of niggas after that.
Like I said,
and yeah, because of guilt, Shaq thinks it's okay because I did it, so she can do it. That type of mentality is sick, man.
And then and then again, I'm telling you, as we talk about it so many times, the women, they're not trying to impress you, nigga. They're trying to impress other women.
Facts.
That's what it is. It's a flex. Yep. If you cheat on the woman, she can't flex the same.
No.
That's all it is. It's like she wants to be able to be here. My man, nah. You see, y'all men is doing all of this. Y'all men got multiple wives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Shawnee probably would have been just fine, like Officer Kowal said. If that book, that nasty Corinne Stephens, who I think now she's like a motivational speaker.
Yeah, imagine that. She
done changed her name and everything. Like if you look up Corinne Stephens, you won't really find her. Like she done changed the name to like Joyce something. I don't know, like to some kind of other name.
Right.
And completely rebranded herself. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I'm not sure who that is. I'm getting the feedback from. If everybody could just mute yourselves. I think it's either Cap, it might be you or it might be cool. I'm not sure. Now I'm not hearing it. Salakia. Hey, y'all don't got to do that. I think Cap. That might be you, Cap. Yeah. I think everybody else is pretty much unmuted. So Cap, it might be you, but no sweat. But yeah, so she rebranded herself, but yeah, if she hadn't done that, who knows what would have happened with the situation? You know what I mean? But moving right along, all right. This is another little story right here that I thought was interesting. Matter of fact, random story. This is random. I'm not going to read the article. We're not going to go into it. I see you, Yarmouth. We're not going to go into it, but something I thought was interesting. Now, I done said this so many times on this show. Y'all all know it, but somehow, some way, it always comes up, and I got to bring it up. And I saw a story that just made me just like, this world is bugged out. So, I don't got to comment on it, but I just thought it was funny. So, who's ever taken a train in New York?
Con, I did many
time.
times. Yeah, Con.
Yarmouth is lying, okay? His brother's lying. He's never been on a New York subway in his life.
Yo, son. Don't tell me I was on the train going from 65th to 29th trying to go to the bodega, man, to get me a chopped cheese, son.
Don't nobody take no train. That's like 30 stops. Nobody take the train from 65th to 29th to go to a bodega. Just go to the one else and get. Anyways, so everybody's been on a train in New York, right? So brothers from other places, so they probably been on a few in life. I having grown up in New York, been on a train not as much as somebody from Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Probably not as much as Officer Yanazar. Shout out to Yanazar. You know what I'm saying? Out in Queens, my parents had cars. I'm from Queens, so it's a little different. But no sweat. But I did go on a train I went to school in Manhattan for a little bit one summer. Different things. Even my school, when I was really young, we didn't have no cheese bus, so we had to take the 7 train to go to Manhattan for different things and go to different shows or whatever the case may be. But I just found out that if you go on a train, there's like a voice that you hear. But I found there's actually there's different voices. So you'll hear one voice on the train when the doors open. It says, "Stand clear of the closing doors, please." When the doors close, it says, "Stand clear of the closing doors, please." That's an actual person's voice. And then there's another cat's voice that you hear telling you what this train is going to Fulton. This train is going to 7th Avenue. This train is going here. The dude that did those voices is now a woman. He transitioned. Transitioned. So he has one of the most recognizable voices in the entire New York City, one of the largest cities in America. I think the largest city in America. He has this very well-known voice because all the little speeches you hear about this is a northbound train heading for da-da-da. He is transitioning or has begun transitioning to be a woman.
Yeah.
So now he's taking estrogen and he's going to not sound like that anymore. This world is bugged out. I just had to point that out. I saw that article. It's insane. Okay. Nonetheless, moving right along. I saw a disheartening story, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a story that just broke my heart. Because we talk about in the I.S.U.P.K all the time about, the curses.
Right.
We talk about the curses that befall so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. And when I saw this, I said, this young brother is cursed. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to read this story. And let me show this picture right here. Let me show this picture, if you could. This is a story out of Philadelphia. the what they call it, the city of brotherly love.
Brotherly love.
Right. City of brotherly love. Right. This sister is the principal or a CEO or something. They kind of word it funny, but she's in charge of a school in Philadelphia. It says a Philadelphia student is saddened after his opportunities to attend senior prom and graduation were stripped by his school chief administrator. Okay. So this is, of course, from Atlanta Black Star. It says Deshaun Walker was shot on February 21st as he was walking home from school in North Philadelphia. He was less than a block away from home when the shooter hopped out of a gray Nissan and opened fire. He was shot 10 times. And a 13-year-old girl was also shot once in the arm by a stray bullet, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. 9 of the bullets shattered bones in both of Walker's legs, and the 10th bullet ripped through his intestines. One of the bullets still remains somewhere in his body, but doctors couldn't find it. He was 17 at the time of the shooting. Walker was in a coma for 2 days at Temple University Hospital and then spent a week in the intensive care unit. In total, Walker spent a month at Temple and a month at Shriners Hospital for Children's Rehabilitation Center. Walker had to learn to walk again, and his legs are held together with metal rods. He had more than a dozen surgeries and lived with a colostomy bag for 3 months. He says he struggles with anxiety, depression, and nightmares.
Of course.
In addition to his long recovery process and missing a good portion of his senior year, here we go, Walker was not able to experience 2 of the best moments of his teenage years. He was stripped of the opportunity of attending prom and graduation by the top official of his high school. He attended mathematics, civics, and sciences charter school. Veronica Joyner, who you see on your screen, Veronica Joyner, the school's founder and chief administrative officer, became concerned after watching the news the day after the shooting. She didn't understand why someone would shoot Walker and heard the police captain say he was a, in quote, target, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Joyner said she gathered the board immediately and decided it would be best if he didn't return to the school for in-person learning or school events, which included prom and graduation. His teacher and counselors helped him with remote learning so he could graduate in May. This is a quote from Joyner. If you're a target, do I bring that target around other people and get them caught up in a shooting? Joyner rhetorically asked the Philadelphia Inquirer during an interview. We would be placing others at risk by having him around. The shooter was identified by police as 20-year-old Micah Rowan. Walker expressed that the two live in the same neighborhood, but he has never spoken to him and doesn't know why he was targeted. Rowan is now facing attempted murder, illegal gun possession, and numerous other charges. Police were able to identify Rowan by the clothes he was wearing in a surveillance video at the time of the shooting, and a witness identifying his voice. He posted a video in those same clothes earlier that day, and police recovered the clothes during a search of his home. They also found the 9mm handgun used in the shooting at the home. This is a quote from Walker. Maybe he was looking for someone with the same hoodie as me or the same backpack as me, Walker said to the Philadelphia Inquirer. I just know me and this guy never had no conversation, no argument, no bad blood, no fight over no girl, nothing. Walker and his mother, Mildred Brockington, feels the school is not being supportive and treating him like a defendant instead of a victim. It made me feel like I'm nothing, like I deserve nothing, said Walker to the Philadelphia Inquirer. There's some more, we'll get into that, but heartbreaking story, you know what I'm saying? Just in terms of just this young brother, he goes through an ordeal like this. And finds a way to get through to be able to graduate. So he took the proper steps with the online learning to have enough credits to graduate and be eligible for the prom and be eligible for the graduation. Went through physical therapy, all those things. And now he's being told he's, almost diseased. He's a magnet for some kind of horrible event that could take place. And he's being, and not trying to be sentimental, but I mean, his high school prom, I mean, it's not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a one-time thing in his high school graduation. You know what I'm saying? It's literally not in his life. That's not happening again, and he's not able to attend those. So I leave the floor open if anybody wants to respond. Like, what is this? What if anything does this story say to you about the just, again, the condition that many of our people are faced with?
I mean,
you have something cool?
Yeah,
go ahead, Cat.
Oh, go ahead. Salaki, you gonna say something on the call?
No, go ahead. So you got it.
Okay. No, I'm just it's amazing that they brought street rules to the school.
Right.
That's street rules. I mean, you don't want to hang around a brother who could beef him with somebody. Cause shit, you might catch a bullet.
Right.
Damn, and they brought that to the school and said, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's that's the first time I'm hearing that, that's kind of rough right there. That's kind of rough right there, but you know what I'm saying? That's what happens that's what they do to us.
Right.
That's what they do to us. That's us. We don't, they don't even want us to be happy on anything.
Right.
We just can't be happy. We can't be successful. We just can't do that. I mean, come on. If this was a white kid, good gracious.
Right.
Can you imagine the story of hell? CBS News would have been down there. Talking about what he's been through, his terrible ordeal, and the way he's graduating and everything. You know what I'm saying? It should have been something like that.
Right.
But to a slave, hey, it doesn't matter. You're not worth nothing. Your life is not worth anything. You know what I'm saying? You're not even worth being happy. They don't even want us to be happy on anything. You know what I'm saying? But this is how they deal with us. And a lot of little things like this, I mean, time is short. And a lot of the things like it's going to happen like that a lot. Things are going to be happening to us. Just kind of like we reading these stories right now, things that's going on with Israel. It's so much turmoil that's going to hit Israel, in these coming years, until YAHANNA come. We don't know how much time we got, but evil things like this to be done to us, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen more. It's going to happen more, you know what I'm saying? It's a terrible thing to see that, It's a terrible thing to see that when you see us walking blind and you see us still going to church. You still see us, worshiping and wanting to join the white man. You still see us doing this, and these type of things are happening to us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, that just makes you just shake your head.
Come.
Man, shit, I yield, brother.
Come on, you were about to say something.
Right. I was gonna say, man, you can look at this two ways, man. And honestly, that black woman, I see where she's going with this. Now, it may seem like, because he got shot in such a heinous manner. Look at this cat. They shot him 10 times. A bullet ripped through his intestines, shattered his bones in his leg. I mean, they was trying to take this brother out, man. They was trying to. That's like a damn mob hit. And for him to survive that, the Lord must have been with him. Right. Then number two, he's in high school, and the information she got from the police department said this cat was a target. Now, no matter what he's saying, well, I ain't never seen a nigga in my life. Everybody says that. There's a no snitching code in the streets. So of course he's gonna say, I've never seen him in my life. Let's just hypothetically say it was a mistaken identity. But the police are saying he was targeted. Why the hell would you want this cat that was targeted around other children that are not targeted? Now, feel me out for a minute. If she would not have a point unless there were incidents where one kid is targeted, everybody else has to suffer for it. Prime point in case, Do you remember this year when that kid graduated high school in Virginia and they shot up the whole goddamn graduation?
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
One kid was targeted, like seven niggas got shot. The father and the son got shot, and all kind of random bullets flying everywhere. Then let's take you back to Washington, D.C., where it was a funeral going on. And the cat that was targeted there to survive, they shoot the whole damn funeral up. In case of two, let's go to Texas. In 2023 in May, there was a shooting at a post-prom party where one kid gets injured because he was a target. Now, let me understand something for a minute. She's not far off the rocker here.
Mm-hmm.
In Philadelphia is a city high crime, especially murders of children this age with gun violence. We see videos of people getting walked down with switches and whole cars getting shot up. She's at her wit's end with this violence with these children. She may be going about the wrong way, or maybe she has a goddamn point. Because guess what? Why would you bring somebody who's a target around other people who are not a target? Mm-hmm. Meaning this, if he got shot up, he's in a goddamn coma, and he survived, imagine what the ops that tried to kill him are saying. Oh, okay. So he's still alive. So I know he's going to be in the hospital. I can't run up in the hospital with these blickies. As soon as he pops out, his ass is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Guess where he going to pop out at? Graduation.
Right.
Guess where he going to pop out at? The prom. You
Right.
mean to tell me she's not too far off the rocker here?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the environment of what's going on. In a society where Israelites, righteous men of the Lord, would run things, we wouldn't have this problem. But because of Islam, Christianity, all this hatred against your brother, she's trying to protect other goddamn kids. I'm not mad at her for it. Nigga, damn your graduation and prom. Just be glad you walked it again. You already got the goddamn Forrest Gump legs. You might as well thank the Lord you living. Damn your graduation. You know what I mean? Niggas don't go to graduation or prom because they playing ball, trying to make it to the NBA, or they reclass and they trying to hustle. And you talking about some, oh, she did me wrong. Nigga, be glad he didn't kill you. The hell out of here with this garbage, man. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that principal, man. I ain't mad at her for that.
Okay.
I'm not mad at her for that because she's doing what she's doing what her environment is kind of pushing her to do is to preserve life of innocent children. Because this nigga was a target. They tried to take him out, man. They tried to take this man clean out of here 10 times, and you ain't do nothing. Let's just say it's mistaken identity. But guess what? You won't mistake my goddamn daughter at prom. You won't mistake my daughter at graduation because it's already on record saying what? These cases have already happened where one person is targeted and everybody else got to pay for it. So no, she's not too far from rocker, man. He better damn that graduation. You better do it via like we had to do in Afghanistan when our wives were pregnant or our daughter's graduation. VTC, nigga, video. Sit your ass up in the house and watch it online, and then they pop a picture of you up, and everybody clap for you while you laid up in the hospital bed. But shut up. I yield, man.
Most are crazy. Say talk your shit. Come on.
Nah, man. A prom, nigga, and you barely walking. A colostomy bag, and you talking about what you gonna do? You gonna dance with the colostomy bag at the prom? Nigga, shut up. Hey. Shout out to that principal, man. You don't bring his black ass back in my school. You was a target. They try to take you out of here. Nigga, you be the first nigga. You be the first nigga homeschool. I'll tell you that. But you ain't bring your black ass back in my school. They try to take you clean out. You got that right. You a target.
Oh snap!
Better send his ass to Wyoming or something.
Hey, yo, Officer Kowal said, yo, to hell with all of that. Not with my kids.
Nah, that's hell no.
Kowal said. He said, not with my kids, son.
Did y'all not see the shooter? Did y'all not see the shooting in Virginia? It was sad. Everybody outside taking pictures with their daughter, like a regular. My daughter just graduated like 2 weeks ago. I know the vibe and the feeling of being happy for these young black and Hispanic kids because high school's a big thing to them. Little do they know that life's only beginning. And for some nigga to come through or whoever's shooting and spraying up the crowd, you over one cat. Now I gotta be ducking behind cars because of you, nigga. Hell no, you out of here, Jack. You out of here. Sayonara. Watch the prom from video. We'll put you in a big screen. You can do the swag surf with your gump legs. But you're not gonna be at this. You ain't gonna be at this goddamn prom, and not in this school with these other innocent kids who are not targets. You're not gonna make these kids targets because you did some shit or not. Just deal with it. Just thank the Lord you alive, brother. You'll be fine.
Got you. Okay. I got you. There's perspective in the house, man. Y'all didn't expect it, but it is what it is. That's a good point, Officer Kowal. I hear you. So now I got to come to my brother, Officer Yarma. Officer Kowal just said something real heavy. You know what I'm saying? He said maybe this what do they call it? administrative officer or the chief administrator, the CFA or CAO. I don't know what the hell it is. Chief administrator, whatever she is. She's the damn principal. Okay, like you don't say principal. She's in charge. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, Officer Kowal said she's on to something. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that this young brother should say, you know what, to hell with my prom or whatever the hell the case may be. They targeted me. So, you know what I'm saying, I should just lay low and so other people don't get hit in the crossfire. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what do you say, not necessarily to Officer Kowal, just your opinion of the whole thing in general, but do you think that, there's some, what Officer Kowal is saying, like maybe that perspective should also be involved in our assessment of the whole situation?
I mean, yeah, like I agree with Officer Kowal that, in the sense that the sister is doing what she need to do, based on the parameters that what she's given, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have a nation in which we have control over what's happening to our brothers, to our sons, and to our daughters. But she does have parameters and rules that she can enforce to protect the sons and daughters that she can protect.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, and as sad as it is, that's kind of just the life that Black people live.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We don't live. We're not concerned with the majority of our nationhood. We concerned with our children. We concerned with the students that's in our district and in our school, and we got to make the calls and the moves to be able to protect them. But what I would say is I would take it a step further, because of course it's easy to just to forget about this brother because he was shot. You understand? It's easy to just kick him to the curb and just let him fend for himself. But what I would say is, this is why counsel is very important. You understand? Like, I would love to see this world in America to give respect where respect is due, and to give resources where resources is needed into the Israelite school of UPK, because we are the men that would go and we would talk to this brother.
Right.
We would see where his mind is at. We would see what actually happened. We would see what's actually going on, and we'd figure out what he actually wants. Because from reading this, we don't know. Like Kowal said, we don't know if he just bitching and pouting because he just, he feels like he's been slighted because he can't go to a prom, when really he should just be happy that he's alive. Or if he really innocent, if he's really an innocent man and he really is sad because he couldn't go to the prom and couldn't graduate. But of course, the priesthood of the Lord would be able to discern that from his spirit. And then from that, then we would have to go to war. We would have to go to war like we go to war every single day against drug addiction, against gang violence, against police brutality. And what we would have to do as a nation, we would have to come together with some kind of sense of emergency and gather some kind of protection to protect our sons and our daughters. Because it's no secret, a lot of parties get shot up. Parties get shot up all the time.
Right.
Graduations get shot up all the time. Movie theaters get shot up all the time. And that's happening. Why? Because Black people have been taught that danger in our surroundings is just our life. It's just how we live. And we don't have the right to defend ourselves, which is why when you see them knuckleheads, right, with the guns at the gas stations, and they protecting people pumping gas, in your mind, that's crazy. In your mind, it's phenomenal. It's radical to see Black men with AR-15 at gas pumps protecting Black women from getting robbed. Why is it radical? Because we've been taught that we shouldn't defend ourselves. We've been taught to call 911. We've been called to let the police deal with things, even though we know the police will never protect this brother. We know the police ain't gonna protect this brother's enemies. The police ain't gonna protect none of us. So why is it that we not taking stories like this and we not putting more emphasis into building up men to protect these neighborhoods, to protect these proms, to protect these graduations? You shouldn't be able to come up in there with no gun.
Right.
You think that it's just far-fetched. But guess what? We had a Passover with more people that you can ever imagine at your graduation, and no one came in there with a weapon. No one came in there and shot. We've been holding Passover since 1969, right, Tabawan?
Right.
1969. Name me the year that the Passover got shot up. Name the year where the Passover got stabbed. And we the Israelites. And we the home of the truth.
Right.
We the ones that go out and tell you that the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. We the ones that tell you living a homosexual life is a sin and it's disgusting. We're the ones that tell you that you can't live the lifestyle that you live in. And yet none of our Passovers has ever gotten shot up. And I know we got many enemies. We got many men that want to see us in the grave. But yet we pride ourselves in defending our sons and our daughters. We pride ourselves in defending our nation and our brothers and our sisters, man. But in the black community, you walking like sitting ducks, man. You like sitting ducks, just walking. You don't got no sense of protection, no guidance, no counsel, no direction, no law. Like the scriptures say, Esau has made this whole world to be a wilderness, man. And we living in this lawless kingdom where we don't know how to deal and how to protect brothers like him, man.
Right.
Now, this brother very much may be the next Rondo number 9. He may very much definitely be in the streets, doing what he doing, acting the way he acting. But hey, we had one counsel with this brother, and we'll see. We would find out, what do you want? Do you want to get the life that the Lord had gave us? Or do you want to die with the rest of the filth in the world?
Yeah.
And we would decide from there. You understand? But again, to the sister, she don't have that choice. She don't have General Mahaiman and General Mayak and General Hazayan and Commander General YAHANNA to turn to. I mean, she does have them, but she don't know to turn to them.
Right.
You understand? But if she did, then we would be able to deal with these problems a little bit more, professionally, and so that everyone could be able to live the life that they want to live, and we could protect our kids. But this is sad, man. You understand? Right. And again, I don't know this brother. I don't know the life that he lived. I don't know what he did, whether he deserved it or he didn't deserve it. You understand? But we need boots on the ground. We need soldiers ready to move because, and I'm gonna end on this. This brother is this brother. And from looking at him, it seems like a distant relative. It seems like a distant relationship, man. But sometimes that distance has its way of closing those gaps. Sometimes that distance have its way of making him become more familiar to you. Because one day he will be your nephew. Right. And one day he will be your little brother. And one day possibly he could become your son. And what do we do then? We got to be able to come together as a nation of people, and we got to be able to deal with the murderers and the ones being murdered, the victims and the ones and the ones that's committing crimes and causing harm to our people, so that we could put an end to these type of these cynical acts that we committed against each other, man. That's what I feel like should happen. Not to just push this brother to the sharks, you understand, but bring him in, you understand, give him a counsel. Now, last minute decision, he probably shouldn't be there. Because you don't, like Kowal said, you don't want them getting shot up because of something you don't even know if he's doing it or not. You understand? Right. But there needs to be more action on top of that, because even if he don't go to graduation, I don't want this brother to die because he's going to the laundromat. I don't want him to die because he's going to Walmart. You understand? We want this brother to live. So we got to figure out, how do we fix ourselves? What can we change in ourselves as elders to our youth, that our sons and our daughters don't have to die at 17 years old, man. You understand? Right. With that, I yield.
And real quick, before you get off of it, if I could, like, to add on real quick what y'all was saying, if the nigga if he don't know why he got shot, right? It's a big mystery in his head. Well, I don't know, whatever, and he don't know why he got popped. I'm not trusting that around other children. How can you trust that if he's saying he don't know why he got popped? I don't believe that garbage. Where I'm from, nigga, you got shot like that. That's not saying, like, it ain't no mistaken identity, bro. Like, not where I'm from, not what I've seen. It's very rare cases where you might get hit with a straight bullet or something, but niggas got down on you like that, 10 shots plus, and they didn't get the drop on you. Now you act like you don't know why. All right, the Bible says, the Most High says, I kill and I wound. All right, and nobody could deliver you out of his hands. So the Lord allowed it to happen, number one. Number two, like I said, this sister's, I know she don't like the fact that she has it's not easy to tell a parent or a guardian that I can't have your son around other kids because he got cooked 10 times. Retaliation might not be over. You understand what Philadelphia, you watch the news, right? We do see what's going on in Philadelphia. It's not okay to have him around other innocent kids who are not targeted. Now, let me just read something real quick. All you got to do is type it in Google to see if she's off her rocker, to see if she's far-fetched. The decision was fine with me. I'm fine with the decision they made. It says, all you got to type in is prom shooting 2023. And guess what pops up? 16-year-old killed in a shooting altercation at a Houston after prom party. 4 teens arrested in connection with the shooting. 1 dead teen at the Texas prom shooting. 6 shot, 2 fatally killed in Mississippi prom shooting. 4 kids arrested for that. The Bay of St. Louis mourns 2 teens killed in mass shooting prom party. Let's keep going. Do I have to keep going? Do you get one point here? You know what I'm saying? I can keep going forever. Mississippi, St. Louis, Chicago, all these are prom shootings. Why? Because one person was targeted there and everybody else gets killed and shot. Then you can type in graduation shootings. You know how many graduation shootings there was this year? Brother, they made the right decision. Nigga, stay your ass home, man.
Damn right. Well said, Akim. You know what I'm saying? I don't disagree with nothing that's been said at all. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I guess you could say in some degree personally, I didn't go to my senior prom. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to it. I was like that. I wasn't a nerd, but I had like social anxiety. So I was just like, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I was like that. So I didn't go, but you know, just to hear again that a young man is not able, because Officer Mahayar, shout out to Officer Mahayar that's tuned in with us right now. Officer Mahayar said, if I could, let me scroll up to it. What did he say? He said, but little Johnny would have received a damn grant from the school and some kind of badge. You know what I'm saying? But someone who's 3/6 of a man isn't going to get that same treatment. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's some truth to that. I think if some white kid, you know what I'm saying, had gotten shot or you know what I'm saying, or some kind of tragedy had happened to him, they would use that as an opportunity, damn it, to parade him around like, oh, see our student, we're so proud of him. Look at him as the
overcome story.
Yeah, he overcame, and now, which is why I understand what y'all brothers are saying about this principle, because she's a black woman dealing in reality. Right. She ain't dealing with, you know, some fairy tale story where, yeah, if we just put it on the news and parade them around, it looks good. She has to worry about actual children's safety because her school is actually in North Philadelphia, actually near drug activity and gang activity and so on. And so she has to make these tough decisions. And that's just, it is what it is. But it's just unfortunate that our children have to even be put in this situation. To be like, I mean, we always talk about, you know, what happened to 50 Cent. 50 Cent, everybody knows he got shot up in front of his grandmother's house on 134th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? I think off of Guy Brewer. Bullet goes through his cheek, bullet goes through his hand, bullets go through his legs, all of that. We still talk about that. That joint, he got shot up in like 99. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't innocent though.
No, 50 wasn't innocent. Yeah. I'm talking more so just about the physicality of being being riddled with bullets. But now this happens to a 17-year-old kid.
Right.
50 was like, you know, 25 when that happened to him. 24. This is a 17-year-old kid who had his body, his legs shattered with bullets, you know? And it's like, just to think that we live, you know, our people live in worlds, you know, live in this place where this is to some of us, a lot of us, this is our reality. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Even if you're not that kid that got shot up, I can't even imagine going to school with him. You know, not even because I'm worried about getting shot. It's just, wait a minute, they did what? They shot up somebody that I go to school with like that? You know? But this is the reality for a lot of our brothers and sisters, man. So we're bringing out this story. Whether or not we all necessarily agree on whether the principal was right or what should happen, should he go to the prom, that's not the main overarching point. The main overarching point, man, is that no one is talking about these things.
Right.
No one is bringing up this reality of our people. Right now, which we're about to get into the story, man, everybody wants to talk about this damn, you know what I'm saying, this damn Tylenol pill at the bottom of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? And that's all well and good. We can talk about it. We're about to talk about it. But you got young brothers and sisters in these neighborhoods in America. They didn't spend $250,000. You know what I'm saying? This is just their condition, where They literally have to tell another brother, another student, hey man, I need you not to come to the prom because I don't want to get shot. That's a scary, scary, scary thing. And and again, for too many of our people, that's just our reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's a hurtful thing to think about, you know, and that's why we urge everybody, all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians specifically, not everybody, all Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we urge you all to come into the I.S.U.P.K under command of General YAHANNA, because these things simply do not happen to us, near us, around us. You got other fake Israelite groups ducking and dodging when shots go off. That ain't us. You know what I'm saying? We don't these kind of things are just not part of our routine. You can come to our Passover where it will be, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, and no one's getting shot. Y'all, you remember when we graduated Hebrew Academy. You remember them niggas was in the corner shooting dice. Me and you was sitting right there. Yeah. We was sitting right there, and guess what? It was getting hot too. Some brothers was drinking a little bit too much, and it was rough. But guess what? Everybody went to their hotel room with no problems. Nobody got shot. Nobody got, you know what I'm saying, maimed, and none of that.
Right.
So this place is the protection from all these things. You know what I'm saying? This place, the I.S.U.P.K, is where, you know what I'm saying, our children can go, and again, we don't have to worry about things that take place in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, shout out to everybody for the different insights, man. There's a lot of insight to take from what these brothers are saying on this particular topic. But we're gonna move right along. We got about 15 minutes left on just the topics, and of course, we got a special ending to the show today. Officer YAHANNA has prepared for us a what do you call the spinny Wheel of Fortune Price is Right thing?
A raffle?
No, the raffle is just like the money and the tickets, but the thing that you spin is called a what?
A prize wheel or something?
Prize wheel. I don't know.
Prize wheel. Yeah. We got a prize wheel. We got about, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all put this out. I'm about to put it out on my Facebook. What's the hold up. It's profit 140. It's $ profit 144, right?
John.
Hold up. Attention. There's 20 minutes left.
There you go.
Enter the raffle for a pair of Javelin sweats. For a Javelin sweatsuit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
For a full Javelin brand sweatsuit. Send $5 to $profit 144.
Yeah.
For one ticket. You can also buy multiple tickets if you want.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Anna Watt. She bought 4 of them hoes.
She gonna win that thing.
The young brother Victor bought 4 of them hoes. I think Lawaya, shout out Lawaya, brought 3 of them hoes.
Damn right.
That's right.
You understand? Couple brothers. I think Yanazar bought 3. You understand? Yeah, a couple brothers bought multiple, man. Shout out to y'all. But it's still, you know, I'm ready to see, man, because I know I bet it's gonna go to a brother that only bought 1.
Yeah, me, man.
Right? Good night. I'm ready. I'm kind of anxious, man. I'm ready to see how this thing gonna turn out. Ooh.
Oh, winner review.
I should have put myself up there. That's what I should have did. So I can win.
Done. All right. So attention. Yeah, there's 20 minutes left. There's 20 minutes left for anybody that wants to join, that wants to send some funds to get a raffle ticket for the Javelin, you know what I'm saying? The Javelin Sweats raffle. Man, you probably wasting your time because I'm going to win it, but you should try anyway. You should try anyway. All right. So send 5. Again, you can buy as many tickets as you want. Maybe you big bowling. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. If you got 50 on it, oh wait, that means because Yarmouth, how much is a full Javelin? I think Yarmouth dropped out. So when he comes back, we're gonna find out how much a full Javelin sweatsuit is. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I believe a full Yarmouth.
Yep.
How much is a full Javelin sweatsuit? The MSRP, the retail price.
It's 60.
60. That means if you buy 5 tickets, if you buy 10 tickets at $5 a piece, you are still getting a deal.
Yep.
You understand? You are still getting a deal. You are still getting a chance to potentially win a $60 item. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just giving you the maths. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, you chop that price in half. So you mean to tell me if you spend a third of that, $15 for a chance?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody told you right now, hey, look, how much is a PS5? Who knows?
Or slides?
No, how much is a PlayStation 5?
Like 700?
Like $700. If somebody said you spent $100 and you got a good chance, you have a very good chance of winning a PlayStation. I don't know, but if I got it like that, I'm spending that $100.
Right.
That's just me. You know what I mean?
Hey,
if I got it like that, because shoot, I'm about to potentially be able to have a PlayStation for a fifth of the price. Come on, man. You can't beat it with a stick.
The fun is in the gambling, man. It's in the choice, man. Y'all go to Palm Springs and gamble all day.
That's right.
So let's get it on, man. Let's see what happens. You know, somebody gonna win.
Hold up. Wait a minute now.
Come on.
Y'all think I'm playing out this. Hold up. What we got right here? Hold up.
Hey, hold on. Put the guns up, man. Don't let them see the AKs. Y'all know not
I had to go into the archives.
Uh-oh.
Y'all need to get like me. Y'all might get like me. You might get like
Yeah.
I see
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
you might get like.
You see the sister jocking your style too, though.
Her emblem wasn't quite the same, but she did try to get like me. I seen it. I peeped it. I definitely peeped. This is the official Taiwan colorway, man. It's that oatmeal right here, man.
Yeah.
This that Quaker oatmeal right here. You cannot, if you wearing this joint right here, man, this is the Taiwan colorway. You know what I'm saying? Now when they win the raffle, do they get to choose their color and everything?
Man, you could choose the color, the size, the logo color. Man, you could design it how you want, get it how you want it. That's all.
Come on, man.
I still think that I don't know that red pop though, but that Gucci green, I got to see Cat McCall throw that Gucci green on before I decide, which colorway is the best. But right now,
I heard about the Gucci green.
Yeah, I seen Quadazar put on that red up in Philly, man, and
that red was fire.
It's fire, man.
That red was fire. I seen it. Yeah, that was something else. Okay, so make sure y'all got about maybe 15 minutes or so left to do that. We're gonna run that real soon. But for the last 15 minutes of the actual show,
they coming in too. Shout out to Sister Tatiana. She got herself 2 entries into the raffle, man.
Hey,
oh time Christ! Let me go ahead and add you in.
Hey Cap, you gonna kill me? This yours right here. I told you it got caught in the merch. This got your guard while right here. I thought I had sent it off with the other joints, man. It got caught up in the. It's coming to you today though. This yours right here.
Damn right.
There you go.
Old time Christ. That's what it is.
Oh shebang! All right, ready to go.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Most time Christ, man. So y'all better get on there. I think Cap he having some technical issues, but y'all better get on it. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. So what we're gonna do with the last about 15 minutes of the show? Again, we've all heard it. We've all heard the stories. I mean, do I even need to read the article? I don't think I even need to read the article. But I'm gonna read a little bit, just for clarification's sake, for anybody who's not aware. There was another story I wanted to get go. You know, I might say that for next week because that's just terrible. But let's talk about this, man. So I got an article here. This was from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. It says, breaking, missing submarine tourist believed to be dead after Coast Guard reveals catastrophic implosion. That's a word you don't hear often.
Good night.
You don't hear about something imploding.
Right.
It says, all 5 tourists on the missing Ocean Gate Titan submarine are believed to be dead after let me say it like this. They're believed to be unalived after U.S. Coast Guard officials revealed the vessel suffered a catastrophic implosion. The news emerged Thursday after authorities confirmed debris that had been found was a part of the sub in question. The debris was located 1,600 feet from the bow of the RMS Titanic on the sea floor. Rear Admiral Paul, that's a crazy pause, bro.
Yeah, Rear Admiral's wild.
That's crazy. Like, that's his official title, Rear Admiral. Good
Yeah,
night.
change that.
Word. That. Good night. So, Rear Admiral, pause, Wayne R. Arguin Jr. said during a press conference Thursday afternoon. In consultation with experts, the debris is consistent with a catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. Arguin told reporters, upon this deem, we immediately informed the families. Another U.S. Coast Guard spokesman, described the issue as a catastrophic implosion. Rear Admiral says he hopes discovery will bring closure to families. Arguin went on to offer his deepest condolences for the families of British businessmen Hamish Harding and Stockton Rush, both of whom founded Ocean Gate CEO together, as well as Pakistani billionaire Shahzada and his son Suleiman Dawood. Interesting. And Paul Henry Nargile, a French diver. The Rear Admiral said he hoped the discovery will provide some solace to the families. I can only imagine what this has been like for them. I hope that this discovery provides some solace at this difficult time, he added. Meanwhile, the company whose submarine was involved in the deadly and catastrophic loss released a statement about the 5 men just before the Thursday press conference. CNN reports these men were true explorers who shared a distinct spirit of adventure and a deep passion for exploring and protecting the world's oceans. According to the statement, our hearts are with these 5 souls and every member of their families during this tragic time. We grieve the loss of life and joy they brought to everyone they knew. Let me get this. Let me see if I can get this picture up. Salaki, bear with me just one moment. I mean, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just want to get a picture of these cats.
Man, they some lies, man.
Say what?
They some lies, man.
Wait, who? You said lies?
Nah, they lying, man. Whoever posed, they paint that pretty picture for them, man.
You
understand? They ain't nothing but a bunch of devils, man. You understand? Like,
right?
They all of this extra. Could I just go ahead and speak on it?
No, yeah, I was leaving open floor. Go ahead, do you think?
If I could, they just all this exploration and all of this discovery of all of this unknown and the mysteries of the world, man. That is the devil's way. That's the oppressor's way of figuring out how he could fight against God. Believe it or not, everything, and that's how you like everything he's ever went and did. You understand? Everything he's ever went and discovered was so that he can conquer even this world over here in America, right? If you go and read Second Ezra, and I think that the 13th chapter, it talks about how they knew that the Israelites was over here in this land. You understand? And that they got commissioned by their leaders to come into this land and go and discover this land so that they could take over and rule the earth. And that's what they do with, diving into the water, going into them jungles, going up into space, setting up, spacecrafts and satellites and so on and so on, so that they can just control and conquer the whole earth, man. So now these people, these idiots done went into the bottom of the ocean, right? Searching for whatever the hell they want to search, right? And these idiots done lost their life. If I could, I just want to pull one scripture.
Please.
Real quick. This is the wisdom of Solomon, which they don't have. Right? This is the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and I start at verse 21. I start at verse 20. It says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Verse 22. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. You understand? Like, these people, this nation of people that's ruling over us, they have such a prideful spirit that they think that they can go and figure out the mysteries that God has set in store for the children of Israel.
Right.
They think that they are going to go and figure out what the angels were. They think they're going to go and figure out who Christ is, where the heavens are. You understand what the mysteries of the Bible is, and in them trying to figure out those things, they gonna die a shameful death, man. You understand? So I know they try to paint a picture as if all these were just, innocent people who were just explorers, and understand all this, that, and the third. But Christopher Columbus was considered an explorer too. And you see what happens when these people stake their landmark in what they go and find. You understand? So I'm glad the ocean won.
Right,
The
that's
sea
right.
won against these devils, man. The sea won what the Native American Indians lost. The sea won what the Israelites lost on the west coast of Africa when they came and discovered us. The ocean finally got vengeance on the people that have been destroying it forever, man. Let me tell you, this is a lesson for all white people in America. Stay out of other things' habitats, man.
Right.
Stay out of it. Don't go into them jungles, man, because the jungle don't want you there.
Right.
Them animals in the jungle don't want to go extinct like the buffalo. Don't go into the ozone layer and breaking holes into the ozone layer and then complain about global warming.
Right.
You understand? Don't do it. The water don't want you inside of it, man. Obviously.
Right.
You understand? The sharks don't want you there. The animals don't want you here. And the Lord don't want you here on this earth, man, because everything that you go and explore, everything you touch, you turn into a desolation, man.
That's
You turn
right.
into a wilderness. So I know you want to feel bad for these devils, but hey, man, they failed their mission, and the ocean fought back.
That's right.
It fought back, man. And if you believe in the Lord, then don't question the Lord. Ain't that what they say in the church?
That's right.
Don't question the Lord. If the Lord would have guided them, he would have took control of that Logitech controller and would have guided them back to the surface. The Lord didn't do it. The Lord wanted them to die with the rest of their kinfolk underneath the Titanic, man.
Right.
You understand? For all of the Negroes who couldn't even go on that ship, and if they was on that ship, they was slaves on that ship, man. You understand? Going back and finding that. To hell with feeling sorry for them, man. I ain't got no love for them billionaires. They families are okay and living wealthy amongst their death. What about our brothers?
Right.
What about our brothers who can't even go to the grocery store?
That's right.
Who can't even go to grocery stores in Buffalo, New York? Who
That's
got to die
right.
for some racist white boy with
That's
an AR-15
right.
with reparations on his gun? What about their families? They
Right.
got to struggle and pay, man. No, the hell with them, man. Them billionaires, they ain't pay for none of our funerals. They ain't pay to make sure none of our sons and our daughters went to school and didn't live a life of distress. You think why? Because you put their picture in my face, I'm supposed to love them? I'm supposed to feel sorry for them? Man, I could put 1,000, I could put 1,000,000 pictures of my brothers and sisters' face on this laptop, and you wouldn't bat an eye towards them.
That's right.
You understand? These people lived a good life, man. Hey, look, man. I wish I had $250,000 to play around with to go on some dumbass submarine. I
Right.
wish I had that. But we don't got that, man, because we the children of slaves in this place, man. We
That's
oppressed in this place, and we don't have those luxuries, man. So by your own imagination, you deceive yourself, man, and enjoy that luxury, man. Enjoy it. You got a
Right.
forever vacation at the bottom of the sea with the Little Mermaid and the rest of the people out there, man. Enjoy it. I hope you found what you was looking for. I hope you found it.
That's right.
When you going out there, and I'm gonna end on this, you going down there to discovering and trying to figure out what the fuck is at the bottom of the sea, but you can't even
Right.
figure out what the hell is going on with black people in America.
Right.
You can't figure out why people are hungry, why they homeless, why they murdering each other because they oppressed and poor. You can't figure out why babies are dying by the age of 1 and 2 years old from SIDS. You can't figure out disease in America. You can't figure out nothing. You can't save people from cancer. But you spending $250,000 to get in some goddamn ship to go to the bottom of the sea,
right?
The bottom of the ocean. You got some nerve, man. You got some nerve if thinking I'm supposed to pray for you and be sad for you, man. Nah, to hell with that. I never will. I never will, man. That's it. That's all I got.
Damn right. Well,
that's right.
I leave the floor open. Cap, you got something?
Yeah, man. That was heavy with Mark was bringing out, man. That was heavy what he was saying, man. And it's all the truth. You know what I'm saying? When you look at that whole story and what they doing to them, going in to see some damn Titanic wreckage. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing there in the sea. All the Titanic records, what they saw, I mean, come on, they've been seeing for years. So, the white man is trying to go and find places to hide because they know that, like I said, they've been watching us for years. They've been watching us and they do the research. So they know Christ is coming back for war.
That's right.
And he's going to rule the earth. You know what I'm saying? So when you start thinking like that, they're not going to the bottom of the ocean to look on those goddamn Titanic wreckage. I mean, what the hell you got to see?
Right.
Ain't nothing down there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't stole all the gold, all that was all aboard. They didn't stole anything worth something. What the hell is it to see? You know what I'm saying? So when you go to Thessalonians 2 and 4, when it says he could be in the temple of God as God, to make him, he think he's God. He think he's God, and he want the power of the Most High. I mean, it's crazy because the Most High made a sick being when he made the white man.
That's
he made him the oppressor. He's just a crazy being. They really think he got a fighting chance against Christ and the chariots. Really think they got to put up a fight, put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so wicked. When you look at them. They going to the bottom of the ocean. I mean, come on, man. Looking at the Titanic wreckage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just so twisted. It's just so twisted anyway. You get that billions of dollars, and you're going to spend it on going in the damn, going to the bottom of the ocean in the damn Viagra pill. I mean, come on, you got to be sick. You got to be really sick. You know what I'm saying? Going down there. I mean, come on, man. And like I said, he really want to be God, want to be the Most High, want to have the power of the Most High. Then he can go and do anything. You know what I'm saying? Spending all that goddamn money. You got motherfuckers, kids growing with no food, going to bed with no food, hungry as I don't know what, and you get $250,000 to spend on a voyage down to the bottom of the sea. I mean, come on, man. I wouldn't even report no bull like that.
Right.
If I've heard of the TV stations, I wouldn't even have my reporters report any bull like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a slap in the face to every poor person on the planet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You get that much money to go to, come on, to have a voyage down to the bottom of the sea. It's wicked as hell. That's right. But the white man is he's the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's the oppressor.
That's
what I'm saying? He's the oppressor. He go all the evil that you can think of. He's it. He's it. Don't give a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? We are not part of them, You know what I'm saying? They not part of us. So that's what we've been telling the I.S.U.P.K on the command during YAHANNA to separate from them. Let them have their foolishness like this. You know what I'm saying? They don't have their foolishness like that. And that, come on, you got to be crazy as hell. Like I put on my Facebook post, I wouldn't trust I wouldn't trust anything shorter than a chariot of the Lord to go that deep in the water.
Right.
Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna trust something like that to go that deep in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? When the pressure can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, these people are crazy. These people are crazy, but they are the wicked people who rule over us. And so when we try to join them, we start thinking stupidity like them. Who the hell would want to do that? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I have all the money in the world, I would not want to go to the damn bottom of the ocean.
Right.
God dang. the hell I want to go to the bottom of the ocean for? What the
no.
hell? I mean, it's crazy is on the way. But this is our oppressor. This is this. I mean, come on. And we're in the sinful kingdom, so they're gonna see more. You're gonna see more of these idiots do stuff like that, you know. Or maybe some of them got wake up call. Do something more useful with your damn money, than to jumping in a damn vessel and going to the bottom of the ocean. Go ahead, I yield, brother.
Yeah, right. Hey, Kowal, what you got to say, my brother? This is crazy. They went down there and like I think it was a Vicodin pill or something, and somebody was controlling it. You know what I'm saying? With a damn GameCube controller. It was old. It wasn't even like a PS5 or you know what I'm saying? A new Xbox. It was like a damn PS2 controller.
Logitech.
You know what I'm saying? A Logitech. It was a damn Logitech PC controller.
Logitech is crazy.
and they went down there and the damn joint like I said, it didn't explode. It imploded.
Right.
Good Lord.
What you got to say about that, Kowal? Let us know.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I had to fight my conspiracy theorist mind. Like, you know, before the truth, I used to be a conspiracy theorist nut. I'm thinking like, I'm thinking about everything that they could have been running from. Maybe they want to start a new life, and these billionaires are lying. You know, they're gonna come up with a scheme to try to get down there. You know, but then I thought about the cockiness and the pride of the so-called white man. How he's very very. He thinks he can just do anything. I said, no, this ain't a conspiracy. These fools really went down. And you know, that's what they get. You know, I don't even think that. Remember they had that countdown where it was like, 60 hours. Countdown, fools been dead, man. Like, it is just one of those things where this has made public, I mean, national news for so long, 4 or 5 years, and I'm trying to find the backstory that's high. What's really going on behind us? Whenever they run some big story, something else is going on behind us. What's going on in the Middle East? What's going on with Hispanics? So the border, any black missing, any Hispanics missing. They're mad up. So I can give it 10.
Yeah, cool. You're breaking up a little bit.
Breaking up a little bit.
A lot.
So y'all see that too?
Buy military grade. Yeah. If you were in there, you couldn't buy a military grade submarine. Like, you couldn't get one of these old submarines from the Navy or something. Like, hey man, give me something I can go down there. And I think like they just going down there to try to find more, jewelry and relics that are worth something. You don't want to go see. You don't want to go down there and see a crash site. You want to go see what you can bring back, what you can attain, or what you can see and verify is there, and then go back and try to get it somehow with some kind of electronic arm scoop or something. You know, I don't know. But the white man's the devil. I don't give a damn.
That's right. Damn right.
That's right.
Well said, brother.
That's right.
Hold on. Let me see. Officer Mahayar. First Officer Mahayar said the Kraken ate him. That's hilarious. He said the Kraken ate him.
The Kraken ate him. That's funny.
Mahayar, he said the Kraken ate them. This is a lot. I think we got a message also from my brother down in South Carolina, Officer Kazakh Parts, the Most High Christ. They're so prideful and arrogant. Only a fool will go to the bottom of the ocean in an experimental craft. That's a fact. That is so white. That is like, you know how black people say white people shit? Like, excuse me, our language. That is exactly white people stuff. What in the hell are you doing? That doesn't, like, black people get in things to get somewhere.
Hey,
to go to a place. Go ahead, Yarma.
If I could, Isaiah 3 and verse 12 say, as for my people, children are their oppressors.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Mahayar says they said it heated up to the temperature of damn near the sun and vaporized the water and oxygen around them in a matter of milliseconds. It was slightly disappointing to know they didn't suffer. I'm not believing it.
They suffered.
They suffered. Because guess what? Because you know why they suffered? Because they suffered almost worse than that. There's like a physical suffering of like, okay, the heat is unbearable or whatever the heck the case may be. Then there's a mental suffering.
Yep.
Then there's a
con.
We've been cut off for the last 15 hours. We cannot get in communication with the people we're supposed to be communication with. We're 5,000 feet at the bottom of the ocean. If any of us leave this aircraft, we're going to die. Like, we're screwed. They definitely suffered, my brother. There was some mental anguish involved in their deaths. So you can take great solace in knowing that these rich devils did not just go, peaceful into that good night. No, they went through mental hell.
I got a question.
We're all going to die.
I got a question though. Now I'm not no scientist, and this may be a dumb question. I'm sorry, but okay. So if they imploded because of the pounds of pressure on top of them in that submarine, then if the depth that they were at, they were looking for the Titanic wreckage. How is it would the Titanic not also be destroyed, or?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, like Officer Mahayar said, the craft itself created a situation with the water.
Okay.
At that pressure that caused that. Remember, the Titanic, all of its engines and everything failed at the top. So by the time it hit the bottom, it was just a big hunk of metal.
Yeah, got you. Like they are right now.
Well, right now they're you know what they are right now? They are like food for like animals we've never seen.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Man. Because like even like
the little fish with the lights on it, they got the fish with the lights on it like this.
Yeah, the that fish with the light, they are being eaten by that right now.
Angler fish.
Yep. Because most sea animals don't even go down to the ocean. So they're right now, they're gonna be actual dust. They're gonna be fish poop in about they probably already are. Yeah.
Hey, it's a lot good. And if I could too, because I know the people watching probably like, man, you niggas is harsh. You niggas have no heart. But y'all don't understand this, man. And look, I'm gonna set the record straight for the Israelite school of UPK. We don't want them white men going down there and dying. You know why? Right. Well, not because you know why, but you know what we do want? We want them to accept the fact that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. And before they do anything, they should come to the men of God for counsel first. They should ask us.
That's right.
Hey, my lords, do you believe that it would pleaseth thou that thou wouldst enter into the depths of the sea and to find if thou history and thy relics at the bottom of the ocean? And we would have took that into consideration. We would have said, well, let us consult with each other. I would have called Tabawan. Hey, Tabawan, what the hell you think would happen if these idiots went down to the bottom of the ocean? Tabawan would have said, well, they probably would implode because and they would run out of oxygen. Okay, well, I'm gonna just tell them stand down. I'm not approving that. I'm not trying to, the same way. Look, the same way in your neighborhood. If you want to build a fence, what you got to get? You got to get permission, don't you?
Right.
You have to get approved to do the things that you do in this world from the white man. Well, it'll be no different. You got to come get approved from us, and we would tell you denied.
Right.
Denied. Why? Because you're stupid and you're going to go. You're going to die.
Right.
So no white man should have to die from being imploded at the bottom of the goddamn ocean. But you do have to listen to black people for once in your life.
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
Imploded is crazy, bro. Hold on, Salakia. Who was somebody else was talking before we ended. I want to make sure I got everybody. Pause. Like, Cap, you spoke on it. Yarma, Kawal, did you speak on it?
Yep.
I just want to make sure everybody spoke on this. It says, Officer Shabaya Allah said they see creatures at Longhorn right now. He said, don't go to the bottom of the sea. Go to the bottom of my boots and kiss him. Shalom, Timmy. Yo, I seen so many memes. I seen so many memes. They at the bottom of Bikini Bottom right now. They with SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? I just seen so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? I seen this. This is crazy, man. I think Gunna went down there to try to sell him his new album because no one else
dripping around.
Gunna went down there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sell his new album to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much stuff going on, man. It's absolutely crazy, and it wouldn't happen if you listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord. Do not, and guess what? And I'm gonna say this too. This is my last thing. This is my thing about the whole thing. I actually have watched a lot of stuff about the Titanic. You know, I think it's very interesting what happened. You know, to learn like, okay, what went wrong and they hit the iceberg. You know, it's interesting, right? It's amazing. It's terrible. You can literally watch like 3D reimaginings of the whole thing. It took like hours for the damn thing to sink. You know what I'm saying? It took like something like 4 or 5 hours for the damn thing to sink, right? There was other ships that also sunk. I think there was another ship that happened in the same year or like a year later that sunk faster. And more people died on that one, but people don't talk about it. I think it was the Scotland or something like that. Whatever, the USS Ireland. I don't know. But it's interesting stuff, right? But so my thing is this. I'm supposed to feel bad about these people because they died. I'm supposed to, like Yarmak said, I'm supposed to be sensitive. I'm not supposed to be harsh, right? I'm supposed to be real sensitive about all the lives and the tragedy, but they wasn't sensitive about the lives that got lost in Titanic.
Right.
People died like that. Yeah, it was 100 years ago, but there are people whose ancestors lost their lives in a tragic, horrible way. And you paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to go look at the wreckage that is literally the burial place of hundreds of people for your, well, their bodies are probably, again, definitely gone now, but nonetheless, you took pleasure and spent money for the pleasure of seeing this thing that was a death trap for people. So I wonder how much it's going to cost for the new ibuprofen pill to go view when they finally find this vessel. How much people will pay to go see that vessel? And then that vessel is going to implode. Then people are going to pay to see the vessel of the vessel that went to see the vessel of people dying. I wonder how far it's going to go. You never know when you're dealing with the oppressor because he's the devil the Bible speaks of, as obviously Yarmak said. Why not just leave dead people alone like black people? Like, white people can learn so much from us. You know what I'm saying? That cousin of yours that died when his neck snapped when he went bungee jumping. You know what I'm saying? That family member of yours that died because they went skydiving and their damn parachute failed.
Good night.
They would have served better if they learned from the black people they make fun of. They make fun of black people because we don't do these crazy things. You know, because we don't skydive and we don't bungee jump and we don't climb the top of Mount Everest, which is an effing death trap. It's a death trap. If you try to go to the top of Mount Everest, you're probably gonna die. We know that, and they don't. They make fun of us all the time. Let me tell you something. I've always learned this. I've never forgotten this since the day I came to the truth.
I don't even want to climb my roof.
I don't even, brother. Who you talk to, bro? Bro, you know the vibes, bro. I don't want to climb it. I'm not climbing poles. I'm not climbing anything. I'm not going to no roof. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be trying to get me. Hey, brother, we're gonna be painting the school. I find something to do. It's not even dangerous, but I'm just like, yeah, brother, I gotta go walk my dog. I don't even got a dog anymore. I find something to do because I don't want to do none of that stuff. But that's how black people are. And these devils could learn a lot from that. Officer Shabbat Allah said, Jacob was a plain man.
That's right.
That's a fact. His blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, we are a plain. We don't need to dive into the ocean and spin to.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna get off it, but this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I know I'm talking about SHALAM. We got to get to the raffle. We got 2 minutes. One of my favorite movies of all time is Jurassic Park. And what I find so funny about that movie is that it could not have existed if it was all black people. Because as soon as John Hammond said, hey, y'all, I got an idea. I want to take an island and I want to rebirth the dinosaurs. All of his black friends would have been like, nigga, that's dumb. Don't do it.
Right.
In the movie. The movie would have never even started. Because his black friends would have said, yeah, that's a stupid idea. You should not bring back dinosaurs, you idiot. But everyone else doesn't get it. No sweat. I suggest the rest of you oppressors, you white people, so-called white people, you East Indians, because there were some East Indians on there, you Arabs, and all you Chinese, I suggest you pay attention to the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
I suggest you call us if you're thinking of doing something this dumb. You know what I'm saying? You would fare a lot better listening to the priests and prophets of the Lord. Because guess what? Believe it or not, we don't really care about your lives, but we're not liars. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that getting in a submersible to go 50,000 feet under the water is a good idea. So, yeah, you might want to listen to what we have to say, okay? Good night. Right. Yeah, those people who did that, man, again, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not tragic for some people. Again, their families, people who knew them, their friends. It is tragic. I know you're very hurt. It's a terrible, terrible thing. But at some point, common sense has got to kick in. And it just did not kick in here, or it kicked in way too late. I'm sure at a certain point, and Officer Mahayar, this is for you. I know you said you're upset that they didn't suffer. I'm sure at a certain point they were thinking, I shouldn't have done this. And at that point, it was too goddamn late.
Yeah, you heard about that white man that he backed out at the last minute.
I know that dude right now. He's popping champagne. He's
pop, nigga. Look, he's like, I'm the smartest man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
For sure.
He probably want to fly him.
Yeah.
Might want to fly him.
Yo, last Officer Kazak Shamar, Kazak Shapar out of South Carolina said also with the pride and arrogance, Esau said that the Titanic could not and will not be sank or sunk. The Lord saw that. That's a fact.
Yeah,
look that up. That is what they built it. They said it was an unsinkable ship. Well, as Officer Yarmouk said, the ocean won. Maybe as Blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, we should stop thinking about the oppressor as your friend.
Right.
Start thinking about the ocean as your friend. Start thinking about the air and the forest and the Amazon as your friend. You don't complain when there's a hole in the ozone layer. You don't say how tragic that is. You don't say how tragic it is when the Amazon rainforest, the trees are falling down, and all the different nature in the world is being discombobulated because of the oppressor. Well, maybe you'd fare better if you looked at it that way. The oppressor, he tried to test the ocean. He tried to test the Most High. He lost. And for that, we say Barakatah Yahweh YAHWH.
That's right.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, man. Hey, and them white people, they trading on their own viewpoints. Like 900 BC, around that area, they understood, or at least had some forest understanding of that. You can't control the water. They believed in Greek mythology. They believed that the water was controlled by gods. They believed that the air was controlled by gods. They believed love was controlled. They believed everything was controlled by gods. And so they had to please the Lord. But now, after time, after years went on, 500 BC, 200 BC, 90 AD, after the death of Christ, eventually the truth started to come out about who God really was. And they could not, white people at this point could not logically believe in Zeus. They could not logically believe in Poseidon because, of course, they had science, they had education, they had knowledge, and they had the Bible. They had the records of the prophets and the priests, so they knew that Poseidon in Greek mythology and Cyclops and Odysseus and everything that they learned and was taught had to be a lie. And because they knew that the true living God on earth was the God of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, they had to separate themselves from that ideology, and by separating themselves from worshiping and serving the Lord or believing that the Lord is in control of all things, they made themselves to become gods by using science. They said that it's not God that controls the water. Somehow we can combat the water with science. Somehow we can combat stores with science. Somehow we can combat disease with science. And that's why you see that the world is in array right now, because here's the thing. You can't beat the Lord, man. You can't beat God. You think you're gonna go out there into that water and play with that water? Look, to this day, you have to fight me to get me on a cruise ship.
Right.
I'm not going on no damn cruise ship, man, because I'm not playing with the Lord. I don't give a damn how big your ship is, what percentage you say I'm gonna make it back home. Fuck that. To hell with that.
Right.
If the Lord see fit, I ain't swimming with sharks. I can swim, but I ain't swimming with no damn sharks, man.
Right.
So to hell with that. But in everything, though, even if I do end up on a cruise ship, we have to understand this as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Lord has to be with us, man.
That's right.
The Lord has to be with us in everything that we do, whether we on a cruise ship, whether we on an airplane, whether we in a car going down the street, whether we walking off the block, whether we that 17-year-old boy that was walking home and got shot 10 times. We got to understand that to survive this life and to live in this place, the Lord has to allow it.
That's
And
right.
the second we disown the Lord, the second that we say to hell with his laws, to hell with his commandments, to hell with his brotherhood that he established for our people to have, and so that we can live amongst each other in this hellhole that we living in America, then when the Lord is not with us, then these type of things is going to happen to us. And like how them white men died, we die like that every single day. We die like that in even worse conditions every single day in this place. So you got to take that from this, man. If that the Lord ain't with you, then we gonna implode right here in on
That's
America.
right.
We gonna implode right here in Durham, North Carolina, and Raleigh, and New York, and the West Coast, the East Coast. That's what's gonna happen to us, man. You understand? We're gonna get crushed by oppression because the Lord is not shepherding us because we decide to follow our oppressor, man. But I just wanted to put that out there. So, like, you.
Damn right. Well said, brother. Well said, man. It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? We basically at the end of the show. Got one more thing before we head out. One more thing. So, YAHANNA, it's on you. You have the stage, my brother.
All right, man. Here we go. You understand? For everybody who don't know, who tuning in for the first time, my name Officer 1000 YAHANNA. You understand? In the Hebrew, that means the Lord's javelin. You understand? And for a long time, I've been thinking of, growing into this truth. Not for a long time, but for the time I've been putting this working in the truth. What is it, Dabuan? About 7 years now?
Something like that.
About 7 years since we've been rocking and rolling in this truth, man. We done did magnificent things in this truth, and we got a lot of learning, a lot of growing to do. But that's pretty much who I am. I ain't nothing special. But I did come up, this year with a design and a logo so that I could push my clothing brand simply because obviously I'm a younger brother. I'm a younger brother, who like to get up, like to go out, like to get fly, like to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? And I like my style. And my style was always simple and to the point, and it always got the job done.
That's right.
And so my name being the Lord's javelin, you understand, javelin, of course, being a weapon that is also very simple and is also to the point. No pun intended. And it always got the job done. And so when I came up with the logo, I thought the logo was clean. Shout out to Officer Maya Shaw. Shout out to my brother, my teammate in the world, Marvin Tillman, and his wife, who actually made it digital for me so I could send it to Kawal, Officer Kawal Salakia. You understand? We came up with this logo. I came up with this branding, this idea. It's still a work in progress. Right now, I'm calling this season 1. You understand? I'm going to come up with the name for it, but we're going to start doing seasons as far as with the designs and everything that's taking place. So I want to say big special shout out to everybody that supported me so far in season 1 of the Javelin sweatsuits. We also got shirts, shorts, long sleeve shirts. We're going to come out with the hat soon. I'm going to come out with the whole 9 yards, the whole brand, the whole clothing brand is going to come out. But I just wanted to say the water to everybody that supported. You understand? We've been doing good, man. And so far, I've got nothing but good reviews about these suits. They cost $60 for the whole set. If you need something particular like the shorts or the shirts, just get at me. You understand? We could talk about it. Nonetheless, getting into it today, you understand? I started a raffle about a couple weeks ago. So like it for last week, we couldn't do it. We didn't host the show. But this week, we're going to get it on. So everyone that sent in their request or sent in they $5 to be entered into the raffle, I put your names into this list. It's going to be pretty much like an AI run, spin the wheel type of ordeal where it's random. You understand? We're going to spin this wheel, and whoever the name lands, whatever the arrow lands on, that person is going to win. You understand? Their own sweatsuit. It's a $60 value. You're going to be able to choose the color, choose the logo color, the size, whatever you want. And we're going to rock out like that. So without further ado, Top One, I think I talked too much.
Get it on, bro.
I think it's time we just do it. Let me see here. All right. You can see it?
Con.
All right, and if I could, just a real quick roll call for everybody that participated. You understand? I got Sister Shay out of Philadelphia, Yanazar, Sister Anawa, Officer Tabawan, Sister Lawaya, Young Man Sean, Officer no Salakia, Brother Victor, Sister Nisha, Officer Maya Shaw, Officer Mahayar, Officer Kowal, Trooper Nadiyab, Trooper Hawan, and Sister Tatiana. I want to give, big thanks to all of y'all. But now, it's time. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. We're going to see who wins. Let's with the drum roll, please. Let's do it. And all the names in random order. No name is beside each other. We about to see who's going to win. Let's see what it's going to. Uh-oh. What happened? What we got? Did it froze on mine? What do we got, Double One?
I think it froze, bro.
Hold on, no, we got
I hear applause.
We got a winner. Hold on, who's the winner? That's crazy. That's crazy. Look, I told you it was gonna be somebody who put it in there one time that was gonna win, man. Good night. Hey, look. Hey, Sister Shay, you seen it here first. I don't know if you watching, but you won your own Javelin sweatsuit, man. So just go ahead and hit me up. I'm gonna screen record this video, and we gonna do the damn thing, man. Let me know what color logo you want, what size you need. We gonna get it out. You understand? But hey, the water for everybody tuning in. You understand? Hey, but Tabawan.
Yeah, bro.
I'm feeling a little generous, man.
Oh, really?
I'm feeling a little generous. And last night I received a phone call from Officer Kowal himself.
Oh.
And Officer Kowal told me that he was working on a couple of my t-shirts.
Okay.
A couple of the t-shirts that he said that the product and the quality of these t-shirts was great, was on point, and was phenomenal. You understand? Now we ain't promoted much of the t-shirt design, and I pretty much trusted Officer Kowal to put his flavor to it, to put his style on it, and to put his spirit on it. And that t-shirt, I'm gonna run with it for the season 1 of the t-shirts for Javelin. And you know what? I think that what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do another spin. We're gonna do another spin. I'm gonna take Sister Shay name. Right. Sister Shay, you won your Javelin sweatsuit. I'm gonna remove your name out of this, and we're gonna do another spin. And whoever wins this spin is gonna win a free T-shirt, man. No raffle included. All right. No raffle needed. You're gonna win a free T-shirt, man. Let's do it. Y'all ready? You ready, Tabawan? You ready, Cap?
It's my time. It's the time.
Let's get it on, Tabawan. It might be you. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's do it.
Oh,
okay. I see it. I don't know why, sister. I don't know why you don't want yourself a free t-shirt, man.
Nah, B. Nah, B.
You don't want yourself
No.
Right there.
Hey, man. She don't want a free t-shirt. Hey, Tabawan.
So you mean to tell me this brother's both his wives? What?
Nah, that's Mahayar. Mahayar rib, man.
Bro, hold up.
This is rigged.
Hold
up. Nah, that's Mahayar, man. That's Mahayar rib. I don't know why I won.
Who won the first one?
It's rigged.
That's both his ribs.
Is that not?
I know why, nigga. Dang.
No, the first one.
The first one, it said Shay.
The first one was
Shay. Is that not the sister's slave name?
No, I don't know what Anawa's slave name was.
No, brother, the first one.
Yeah, Shay. I don't know what Anawa's slave name was, but
I'm not talking about Anawa's slave name. I'm talking about the first sister that won is who?
Her name is Shay.
Who is that not Mahayar?
No, that's my rib.
Oh.
Oh. That makes it worse. This is crazy.
Hey, look.
This is a debacle.
You know what? Let's do it again for another t-shirt. I deleted Anawa's name. I deleted Shay's name.
Let's go, bro.
Now we down to it. Let's do another down raffle for another t-shirt.
One more.
Let's do it.
Let's
do it. Drum roll, please, Top of One.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nigga, let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it, man.
Let's
get it, man.
Most time, Christ.
Don't be trying to steal the shirt from her, neither.
Hey, brother, mind your business. I got nothing to do with you. Because remember, she can get in whatever size she want, right?
She get it whatever she want. Right?
So when you see an order for an XL, don't ask no damn questions. Most time, Christ. You can only see this kind of stuff here on the Chain Breakers podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, man. Under Commander General YAHANNA. Excellent. We way over the time, man. The water, Officer Yarmat, bro. That was an exciting, excellent, just a fun time, man. We're gonna do more and more things like that. These raffles, as the clothing brands and things like that grow. Who knows? I don't know if Captain Yagarwap wants to get down with the raffles and all of that. You know, Captain Yagarwap is that's the garment man right there. So, hey, look,
come.
I ain't saying nothing.
I'm definitely gonna get with y'all with these. I think that's good.
Hey, most brothers,
I think it's something good. Yeah.
Most High in Christ.
Hey, Top of One.
Something good. Yes.
Top of One. Hey, Salak, y'all know we over the time, but I'm not gonna lie. Sister Anawa, there was a little miscommunication with Sister Anawa. See, Sister Anawa, she had sent me some funds, and because of Mahayar is dumb, right? So I'm gonna put that out there.
Gotcha.
So Mahayar had told me that Anawa had wanted a shirt, but Anawa had sent the funds for a raffle. So technically, she already got her shirt made. Technically, that pink one, Kawal, that pink one that you got, that's already Anawa's. So you know what? I'm gonna spend it one more time. I'm gonna spend it one more time, and this is the last one. And we gonna see what we can get. We gonna see. So Tabawan, Officer Tabawan, if I could,
get
drum roll, please. Wait, is it spinning?
No.
Hold on, let me read. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's Mike Shaw. Somehow Mike Shaw won.
Oh, yo, man, turn that. Yo, bro, you gotta use a new app next time, man. Turn that crap off, man.
Nah, man, it's fun. It was a lag though. It's fun.
Turn
Mike
it
Shaw
off,
won, man.
Mike
Shaw won. Hey, don't hate the game.
Call
hate
base spinning
player,
wheel,
man. Hey, Mike Shaw won, man. Congratulations to Sister Shay, Anawa, Lawaya, and Officer Maya Shaw, man. You understand? Right. We gonna do this some more. I like this, man. I like this.
This is swab. You know
I tell you what. 2 weeks from now, we're gonna do another raffle for t-shirts. $1 raffles. $1 tickets.
$1?
$1 tickets. Send in your dollars now. We're doing another raffle, man. I love it. Let's get it, man.
Say less, man. Hey, yo, we out, man. We are out of here. Chain Breakers Podcast, I.S.U.P.K, under Commander General YAHANNA, 1969, 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, man. We so over the time, man. I would go and ask everybody what they want to talk about and everything, but we just did so much today. This is an excellent, excellent show. I know y'all missed us last week, but we came through and did it up this week. You know what I'm saying? We came through and did it up. Shout out to Captain of 10,000, Yagarwap. Shout out to Cap Kawada, sir. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Officer of 1,000, Kawal. Shout out to Officer of 1,000, Yarmat, man. Y'all brothers easy. Y'all make it easy. You know what I'm saying? I am Officer of 1,000, Top One. We're going to see y'all next week. Same time, same place, 12 p.m. Eastern, every Friday, 12 p.m. Oh, also, I ain't going to say too much. A flyer will be out by tomorrow. We are going to have a flyer about tomorrow. It's a prototype, but we have a flyer out tomorrow that everybody can share. Okay. So yeah, every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Central time, we on the Chain Breakers podcast, breaking the chains for our people. You know what I'm saying? So again, the water to everybody that tuned in. We can't do a roll call today. Not too much time. We're gonna see y'all next week, same time, same place. To the brothers, we say shalom, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabrak Thumb, and to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar, Allah Thun.